Right. Here we are with the 3v3 fighters. We'll see if the internet is kind enough to let me stream somewhat stably today. Didn't go very well yesterday when I was playing, but this is casting, so obviously lag isn't going to impact my my casting in the same way as playing, but still. Alright, let's have a look here. This is 3v3 Fighters, and this is the captain of Hallownest Forge versus the Belgian, who is captain for Peach Ice Team. We have the maps here. Let me just reiterate the maps command here, might as well. So Hallownest Forge banned Nomad and Mediterranean, while Peach Ice Team banned Migrations and Team Islands. So we're not going to see a lot of naval play here, maybe barely any at all. Hallownest Forge, they picked Arena and Hideout, whereas Peach Ice Team picked Desert Void and African Clearing, so they seem to like their land maps and except for African Clearing, the more easily closed ones. Overall, Hallownest seem to be Arena clouds to some extent here. So, looking at the SIBs here for the semi-closed maps, we have Turks, probably going to be an Arena SIB. Byzantines could be Arena as well. Burgundians comes to mind. And then we have Koreans and Teutons and... What might the last one be? Could be Britons for Arena as well. Okay, Arena might be like... Might actually be Poles, Koreans, Turks or something, for example, but... But let's think about Battle of Africa, Arabia first here. The first map always Battle of Africa to Arabia. I'm assuming they might want Lithuania's pocket there. Could be Berber's pocket as well. Could be Han's pocket, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Lithuania's pocket for Hallownest Forge there, and then they'll obviously play Britain's Mines for Arabia. That has to be it. That's like too classic not to go for it. I'm surprised we didn't see those banned. Franks, however, banned, so we're not going to see any Franks pocket at all in these games if we have global bans. Cuba's probably for the closed maps like Hideout or Arena, otherwise that would be a good pocket for Arabia actually. But knowing the Belgian is probably going to play Khmer for Arabia, because he's been doing that in pocket position and go cheeky fast castle on Arabia. Just a speed run to the knights in the castle age. Well, of course, could be India's pocket for Arabia as well, or even Persians as a honorable mention for the pocket spot here. So let's say Indians pocket, Ethiopians and Saracens flags for Arabia. Let's pull up the game and see what they'll bring us for the first game and how right or wrong I was here. We go. First game. Oh, this was African clearing actually. Where's the first one? It's Arabia. Is it like reverse order here or what? 2, 3, 4, 5 probably. Okay, it was Arabia. And I was mainly off. At least I got the Belgian right here. Ah, Lin with the Japanese. I've seen that before for Arabia as well. Don't. What's that saying about never change a winning combo or something like that? Let's go. First of all, let's get the names right here. And well, there's an update for Capture H. It's not a best of 7 here, it's a best of F5. And off we go then. Let me give Prabhood here the orange just to distinguish the colors a bit more here. I'm a bit short on time today. I need to go to bed early and get up early for work tomorrow. So I'm actually going to fast forward the few Dark Age a bit here. And we'll catch up with a few late action as each game goes on here. So, best of 5 here. The map's already mentioned and I've showed the draft. Sicilians pocket here. Jabberwocky. Not to underestimate Sicilians, they have great scout opening since spearmen or counter units in general deal 50% less bonus damage to Sicilians units. On the left side, Lin with the Japanese probably wants to go some early man-at-arms play here. I've seen Lin do that before in team games. And laming is allowed as well, and she's forward could actually steal the elephant if she wants to, but probably not going to go for that at this point. The Belgian to the right here with the Khmer. Who knows, maybe it's taken some inspiration from my the 2K Plus bracket cast I've done, where Emil from the Danish team went for a crazy fast straight archers with the Khmer. It is doable, but I see the mill is up here, so it's not going to be that super crazy fat cattle. It's going to be more conventional here. Zalazor with the Vietnamese here in the purple. Straight archers by the looks of it, no barracks yet. Prabhood with the Berber's pocket, which is a bit more surprising to me. But cheaper cavalry, always handy. If you can beat the Sicilians to the castle age here, you should be in a good spot. Because you could just make knights instead of relying on camels as the counter unit. And Voidwalker as the Mayans here in the red. So Mayans, Vietnamese combo. Why not Mayans Britons? Why not give the Mayans the benefit of the past they're working Britain's archery ranges? I guess they want Mayans for Desert Void instead then. Or some such. Okay, let's slow it down a bit because we've reached the feudal age. And it's obviously going to be the scouts from the pockets here. Jabberwocky pumping out the first few scouts here. Oh, we're still not at normal speed. Let's go. Men-at-arms will in here. Japanese men-at-arms. Idle TC at 30 seconds here. Nothing too crazy about that. She's going to find the berries of Voidwalker over here. While on the right-hand side we have some purple movement as well from Zalazor, but that's just a scout and a stolen sheep. Alright, let's see Lin's attempts at damage here. Since the men-at-arms tries to take a villager, doesn't quite succeed here, needs some assistance from friendly scouts. Jabberwocky here with the Sicilians joining in though, and Voidwalker, as we can see, except for this wood line, is wide open, so there's definitely damage potential here. That's one dead villager confirmed for Voidwalker. First blood of the game goes to Lin, while Belgium has lost one villager, but that is to Gaia, not to enemy units. So Gaia OP apparently. Oh, is probably going straight fast castle here. Are you kidding me? Now he's making some scouts, 4 scouts, but walling off here. I mean, Berbers is crucial to, or not crucial, but it's very beneficial to get to the castle age earlier than the opponent, because then you'll get a nice head start to the cavalry production with your cheaper, 15% cheaper cavalry. And this guy is, I don't even know what he was up to, but he's being chased by a lion, so that doesn't look too pretty. And if the lion doesn't kill him, the orange scouts will do that from Prabudi 1. Blocking the lion, that's friendly. No, lion keeps chasing a scout now, so maybe not so friendly at all. And the Belgian pulls off the... How does this go unpunished? How? Belgium goes past Castle Khmer Knights from flank position. Granted, you can hide in houses as Khmer. That's what Belgium is setting up here. He's got the woodline with the house here. He's got the gold here with the house here. He is the first one in the castle age by good margins, and he has the economy to pump out some knights as well. Why though? Maybe they got the positions mixed up or something. I don't know. Jabberwocky at Lean's base to help clean up the orange scouts, if I'm... No, not the scouts. But at least to help defend against Orange's efforts here. More scouts for the Sicilians overall as well. And the Lion's still chasing. See, the walls are up here. Zanozor with the Vietnamese not really freaking out here, just massing up some archers. It could be dangerous, but there's also a limit to how many knights and upgrades Belgium will be able to afford here. So actually now with only 2 knights in front here, these archers with fletching should be able to hit and run and clean that up, I think. For now. But the first defense is on the way in for the Belgium. Once he gets +2, it's going to be impossible, or near impossible for feudal age archers to clean them up. Nice little wave of Maya's archers here for a Voidwalker, but Lin is staying close as well. It's lower on the archers' numbers, but maybe coordinating with the friendly scouts here. It's still a 2 vs 1 scenario, and the heal quite close as well. Definitely some potential for Lin and Jabberwocky to take the fight here, but Jabberwocky pulls back. Funnily enough, if Belgium were here with the knights now, they'd clean all of this easily and be at a huge advantage here, but that's obviously far away. But Belgium has the mobility, could definitely consider moving over here, track these armies, and just clean up all these feudal age archers and scouts. But is looking for damage instead, and is pounding away at Zanozor's walls here, while in the meantime we have the Berbers pocket going to the castle age, as is the case for Jabberwocky here, and the uptimes are going to be virtually similar here. Defensive tower on the gold, I don't mind that at all. It's the only gold... Well, it's the most relevant gold for Lin to take since it's the main goal, but these house walls here are making long-term gold collection quite awkward. And the tower doesn't seem to go up either. Some solid damage being done by Voidwalker's archers here. Hey, Tech Chariot! Favorite drinking buddy. Yeah. I had so much beer last week, I'm trying to drink less this week. But soon enough, my friend, soon enough. Maybe I'll get one this evening. But I'm doing a CD recording all week until Friday, so I need to get up real early to travel to the recording location. So not the best combination with beer, even if it's just 1 or 2. It does kind of impact your nighttime sleep. Okay, Lin is forced to relocate here. We'll now move over to the other gold one, which I hope Red has... Ooh, really bad... Excuse me, really lackluster scouting here from Voidwalker. Not to know the locations of Lin's other golds. Does Lin even know that there's a gold in the back here? Okay, so that would be an even better gold, I think, to go for the back one. Alright, back to Belgium's situation here. We have both pockets going for multiple TCs here. They're pumping out knights as well, but the Berbers obviously should be taking a lead here. 3 stables. Cheaper cavalry should easily be able to outmass the Sicilians here. The Belgians not really succeeding in the efforts here. We should definitely consider sending some knights over yet again to just... Yeah, I guess Jabberwocky has it sorted, but yeah, those archers should have never taken Lin off gold, to be honest. If you think a little bit outside of the box, and you're the Belgian with the Khmer Knights mobility here, you clean up these feudal age archers like... Crush them like tin men if you have Castle Age upgraded knights against the feudal age Mayan archers. Speaking of Mayans, we have the Mayans player going Castle Age as well. The only player not yet up for Hallownest's Forge is Zanozor. Losing 1 range here, so that impacts production obviously, but yeah, I could also use the range of these. I could definitely use these archers. Oh, wait, maybe see in the Siege Workshop. Okay, never mind. Never mind. They never asked for help. Fair enough, Belgium. You're not a pocket. You're not supposed to be seeing everything over there. Do you have a market, by the way? No, you don't have a market. So you don't have no idea what's going on. Oh, we're through. We're through. And, ooh, Castle Age still 2 minutes away for Xanosaur here. This is going to be very, very bad for Xanosaur's archers. Probably praising or thanking higher powers for the fact that these Vietnamese with the extra hit points now could actually endure a mangonel shot here now. And I guess Belgium would just proceed to push the... I think Belgium should definitely push the TC now. Yes, +2 armor on the Knights, and this TC is researching Castle Age. If it's taken out in time, Xanosaur won't make it to the Castle Age. We'll have to rebuild the town center. Up north, Jabberwocky with the Sicilians Knights here, keeping up with the Berbers almost here. 14 to 10. Okay, not quite. But I guess it's evening out a bit here. The damage has been done on both flanks here. You see Lin still in the feudal age at 34 villagers, while Xanosaur is going up at 36, but is being heavily pressured here. There's the Castle Age for Xanosaur, but the issue here is that Castle Age gives Xanosaur very little. Did lose. Had to fight with the armies he had, not really getting any help from the pocket here. So, well, here he is. So, scratch that. The Berber's pocket is helping out to clean up the Khmer Knights, but actually being outmatched in upgrades here. So, Belgium's still in a decent spot. Lin, however, has lost 14 villagers to the archers and scout raids, and is in a rougher spot than Xanosaur, losing only 7 to compare. Third TC's big booms going on for 2 of the players on Hallownest's Forge here. And as these town centers go up, they're also going to establish a more significant villagers lead. And yeah, Lin on the way up now, 2 ranges producing archers. But let's say Peach Ice Team are on the back foot now. Forward stable for the Belgian here. And gathering up double Knights now from Peach Ice Team. And they're going to cripple the Berbers numbers here. And the collected Knights numbers, of course, way ahead of the orange player here. I bet they didn't expect double Knights in this matchup. And looking at the pure army numbers, it's 50 to 50. 1 here, but look at the army value. It's so much more gold invested into the armies of Peach Ice Team, and they are, even though Berbers could spam Knights like never before, they are crippling these numbers, and Orange will have to wait for the triple TC boom to kick in to really be able to replenish and contest the numbers here again. Lin is up in the Castle Age, but yet again being harassed here, and there's a good good call by Voidwalker now to go for the aggression, the attack here, because Voidwalker presumably knows that both of the Knights players' armies are down here. Lin has to bring all the archers home, has crossbow, Bodkin on the way, but is outnumbered as well, so Lin not in a pretty spot here, unfortunately. Crossbow is in. Knights joining in. Okay, this could be a better fight. Deleting the walls here to let Jabberwocky's Knights in. They have +2 defense. Get us around here. More Knights joining in. Feels like almost an overcommitment at this point, but I guess anything to keep Lin's archers or crossbow numbers alive here. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. South side, Belgium keeps pushing. However, the Vietnamese player Xanosaur has gone into pikeman defense now. +1 defense seems decent, and don't think there's any attack upgrades. Not that it matters. If I'm Belgian here, I add some Scorpions and it's done so. The first Scorpions even have another range, so it makes it harder to catch up. But the Knights numbers, 11 of them down now. Eco, not too pretty for the Khmer player. Seems like a 1 TC all in here. And the Knight's going to be chewed up by the pikes here if Belgian isn't careful. Getting some juicy damage in on the crossbows here. Mangonel with an epic shot there for Xanosaur to take out 1.5 of the Scorpions here. Maybe not so epic. Flaring the middle here, Jabberwocky flares the movement of Orange's armies. Kudos to Belgium for not walling, by the way, but he can hide in houses, so it's less of a concern than the other players here. Jabberwocky with more insistent walls here. Hasn't scouted, hasn't got the base sealed completely just yet. They're going to go for the kill now. They're going for Xanosaur here. Oh, nice Scorpion hit here. +2 in. Pocket Knights joining in here, but 22 to 38. Sicilians pocket of Hallownest Forge. They are doing pretty darn decent here now, forcing Xanosaur to relocate as a TC number 4 is going up for the Berbers player. However, villager number now well below for Xanosaur compared to Lin here. They've both been losing villagers, but Lin has been replenishing and also going off to the side here. These houses actually kind of start what could be the foundation for a wall to secure the trade. Starting TC down for Xanosaur here, which means no food farm, food eco, 18 villagers only. And with that in mind, it's still only like a 10-12 villagers lead for Peach Ice team here, and their eco upgrades aren't better either in that regard. But now it's time to move on to a different player. Go hit red, go hit orange, depending. We'll see Camel's investment here for Prabud here. I'm not loving that idea against Sicilians. Against any other cavalry team, yes. Against Sicilians, questionable. But I guess since you have double knights play here as well, maybe it makes sense to go for the proper counter unit. Oh, the crossbows are out for blood yet again for Voidwalker here. Going to yet again cripple Lin's economy here. Good reaction by Lin though, pulling the villagers away. Still gonna lose some numbers here. Ballistics surprisingly not in yet for Voidwalker, but there it comes. Going to be even easier to hit moving targets now. And there we go. Yeah, you see that one shot. Patrolling in here for Lin. It seems being outnumbered here. Should still be a good fight for the Mayan's crossbows here. Off to find another woodline. Belgium could actually drop a TC over here. That would steal all these farms. He wants to. 49 knights for the Sicilians. I hope Jaggersforky is considering the transition to the next age here soon. Actually, there's been some sling here, but we discussed that in advance with the Belgian to... I think they're just slung and sent back or something. Slinging is not allowed in this tournament, but it's more to prevent the slinging as a strategy rather than slinging a small sum of resources to do something. But it's not allowed. So just keep that in mind. We've already resolved that situation and been upfront about it. So, nothing to see here. Hello, Lin. So, a decent chunk of camels here for the Berbers player. We have the Mayans player, Voidwalker, going Imperial Age as well, with a healthy chunk of crossbows waiting at home to become Arbalesters. Big raids from Orange here now in the Belgian base, and the Belgian doesn't have enough knights of his own to deal with this. I think he has some armies up here. Sicilian knights, this massive Sicilian knights, just fight the camels. Just fight the camels. It's fine. You take half the bonus damage from Berber's camels, and the mass is just ginormous here. Is this the... Yeah, that's not enough, no. Top side, trying to break in on the woodland here. This could be some juicy damage for Orangey 21 villagers killed. However, Xanosaur lost a lot as well, of course. It's Peach Ice team keeping that villager and villager lead now, as Jabberwocky joins in to deal with the Berbers raids here to help save the Belgian here. That was a really misclick because it's been going mainly for the knights here, our blue friend. We'll kill the market so Xanosaur can't easily trade with itself. Uh-oh, we need all the Sicilians' armies here. Is that enough even? It's 45 camels now to the 60 knights of Jabberwocky, so still a chance for Jabberwocky to take it if he gets that last attack upgrade as well. However, not all the armies are here. Some help from TC Fire here, I like that. Camels don't have the best Pierce armor ever. Look at the Sicilians Knights! They're actually doing decent here. They're actually doing decent against camels, and could you believe it? If this was another civilization, these camels would do so much better. Military lead for Peach Ice Team, and villagers lead as well. And pocket numbers, ooh, Imperial Age for Orange here now. That's a bit of a concern now, because you really need the army numbers to benefit from the Imperial Age transition as well. And of course, Berbers do get 20% cheaper cavalry in the Imperial Age. Going to make use of the camels here to clean up most of Belgian's knights here. While Xandorzor pulls off the reboom to the left-hand side there. Doesn't care about home base anymore, of course. That's been officially lost. The Syrians with the defensive castle. Having a castle allows to research First Crusade at some point as well. Which, funnily enough, if Jabberwocky gets, well, is pop-capped here. But with more TCs, if you build 5 TCs and research First Crusade, you'll be looking at a 235 population as the Sicilians. And it can be a very strong unit, those sergeants, when you get to the upgrades. Oh, topside, we have a dangerous chunk of Arbalests here from Boyd Walker. Also at population cap here, same as Jabberwocky, who is in Imperial Age now, is getting Hauberg and Cavalier. Oh, that's huge actually for the Sicilians here. Let's see, once Hauberg kicks in, that should change the armor stats of the knights. Should be getting another Pierce armor. And yeah, let's just see when it kicks in here. +2 Pierce armor, in fact. And then there's Cavalier. These are Cavalier Skulls from Jabberwocky here. Who even needs Paladin when you have Sicilian's Cavalier with beastly Pierce armor? I think they could dive this massive Arbalests and still trade decently, because there are. But there's the issue of the helps, of course. But if Lean helps focus down the halberdiers as well, then I think Jabberwocky could take a very good fight. Heavy camel now coming in for Prabud here. 32 camel riders. I mean, honestly, at this point... Oh, we are making the elephants now. At this point, Belgium needs to... Or a long while ago, really. They should have moved on to the pocket and try and push and force a reaction. Some good potential raids here for Jabberwocky. The camels join in here, but again, those are Sicilian's Cavalier. And even with Hauberg in here, they have 2+4 and 2+6 armor. Pretty crazy. Yeah, good call on Lin to relocate the woodlines. Not sure if Red even has it spotted. Nope. Yeah, even heavy camel against Sicilian Hauberg Cavalier. Good luck with that. It's a pretty strong unit. Lin, however, doesn't get any help at home for these Hauberg Cavalier. He's basically just dying for the good of the team here, with hopes of Jabberwocky just raiding the opponents to death and closing it out here. Castle in the middle of the map. Moonwalking builder as well. Did she have an argument with her husband or something? And good strategic spot. This is in the very middle of the map, and a hill here. Arbs attacking nothing vital. That's true as well, but it's still idling a lot of economy. But here we go. Let's see here. Don't give the choke points. Yeah, that's just doing Jabberwocky a favor here. 2, 3. 3 bullets on 46 Arbalesters to take out 1 Cavalier here. Oh, delete the mill. Get a surround. Delete the mill. Oh, there's still berries left here. It's still okay. Crossbows coming in from behind as well to aid in the fight here. Yeah, good fight. Mayans losing all their arbs now, going full halberdier, but that shouldn't work now that Lin is Imperial Age, will have access to the Japanese Arbalesters. Belgian still in the Castle Age, but at healthy 74 villagers now, has Elephantos ready to move out as well. And yeah, we're getting some raids in on pocket here, which is nice. Oh, they asked you to delete it, yeah. Yeah, it was still a good one. Forward castle coming up on the siege and production here. Right next to the siege workshops. Couldn't you just produce rams here if you're the mines and deal with this castle if it goes up then? It is a Sicilian castle, so it will probably go up. We're looking at 38 cavaliers and still population cap here for Jabberwocky. Also passing out those, sending out those light cav here. Alright, Orange needs to react to the elephants. We'll actually need monks here, as a population cap isn't really an issue for the Orange players, so this should be alright. Looks like Green abandoned on the castle on this hill will be building it elsewhere instead. Yeah, going to secure this gold now. Meanwhile, the Belgian, the Castle Age player here, takes out one TC. And takes Orange off gold, in fact. Yeah, good aggression from Peach Ice team here now. I don't know where these units are going. They're gathering in the middle of nowhere, but Elephantos is a fact now for the Khmer player. Did he receive some sling or anything? Well, that's allowed when the teammate is in the team in Imperial Age, so no questions asked here. Heavy camels against the elephants should actually be good. They are Castle Age elephants, so the heavy camels should trade decently here. It's still a distraction of the Orange pocket, though, to have to send armies over here while there's other stuff going on across the map. 99 villagers to 72. Peach Ice team establishing a 50 villagers lead here at this point. In the meantime, Zaldosaur is going to the Imperial Age as well. So now only lacking Imperial Age for the Belgian here, who seems comfortable to just keep pushing with the Castle Age military here. There's a plan for long term for trade here, the market in the corner from Zaldosaur. Could be a means to get back into it for Zaldosaur as well, or to get his team back into it by starting trade and just sharing resources as they come. Ah, I even got a relic here. Arbs numbers back on the menu for Voidwalker here. 41 Arbalesters now, while Zaldosaur also, as said, in the Imperial Age, going mainly pikemen here now, which shouldn't be a concern if you have a good, if you are Sicilians withstanding war bonus damage, or if you have a teammate with Arbalests ready to go. I feel like we're missing some siege weapons here to close this out, especially on the Belgian side. Now, granted, the Belgian is still in the Castle Age, but that's not to say Jabberwocky can't join in with some trebuchets or something here to help the team efforts. Big fight on the hill here. Even this little chunk of pikemen shouldn't be doing too much. They have full Imperial Age armor upgrades though, which helps out a bit. And getting some sneak pokes in here as well, while Jabberwocky is fighting the Hussars. Halberdier in for Zaldosaur. So lots of Halberdiers, they're all making trash now, because gold seems to be an issue, right? Yeah, at least Berbers player is completely out of gold, means no cavalry spam aside from Hussars here for the Berbers. Also no discount on the Hussars, it's only Knights and Heavy Camels, Knights and Camels. Good push from Voidwalker on the top side though, staying close to the hill here, 2 trebs, using the hill advantage, and Lin panic repairing here, but will need more builders repairing if this castle is to stay up, and it won't stay up because here come the last 2 treb fireballs. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Does Lin have the stone for this? Could repair for a while yet, but Jabber's going. Oh, it goes down. So Jabberwocky needs to engage and try and take out the trebs, I guess, here. So much going on there. Hussar spam for the Belgian here. What's the food situation here? 51 on food, so spamming those trash Hussars shouldn't be a huge issue. We have some trade running? Nope. Still only that one market in the corner for purple here. Probably need that market to adjust the economy and resources for reboom anyway, though. Let's see the... yeah, did use the market a little bit there. But actually an Imperial Skirmisher. Did I see correctly there? Could be, because Vietnamese get Imperial Skirmishers, and that's a team bonus, so the Mayans and the Berbers get it as well. Which should make them Imperial Genitor as well for the Berbers, but that's not the case, of course. Not the castle Zalmus for plotting the putting down the defensive castle in the Berbers player's base now to salvage most of the economy inside of the Palisade and House walling foundations here. Seems to stabilize now in the pocket position. However, the KD for Voidwalker is like 200 units negative here, and Lin now finally back to push here from the hill with Arbalesters against Imperial Skirmishers mainly for Voidwalker here, so at least making the best trash counter to enemy Arbalesters here. Let's see the stats. 35 HP, same range. 5 more hit points for the Arbalester, and obviously better range as well. 5+. Not better range, but better damage output against any other unit. Oh, Berbers raids here with the Hussars failing. Belgian failing to get the castle up here defensively on all of this precious Khmer farming eco. There's just not enough houses in the vicinity to hide away from this kind of raid. Now the eco KD begins to become a little bit interesting again. 45 builders killed, 41 builders lost, and villagers lost for the Belgian. Still one of the players with lower idle town centers times overall here. Stonewall's going up now, so Peach Ice Team definitely want to secure their corners for trades. They're dropping the markets as we speak. This forest is probably going to make trade raids a bit awkward, but or trade routes, sorry, a bit awkward. Huzzah! Huzzah! I'm a bit sad we haven't seen any First Crusade yet. We don't have enough TCs, only 3 TCs. Very compact, nice base here for Jabberwocky. 123-21 KD, that's ridiculous at this point. He's making champions. Why is he making champions? Oh, and Hussar raids from the Belgian as well. He's made it to the Imperial Age by now, and somewhat healthy population. Peach Ice Team staying almost 100 total population ahead, but now, yeah, they're matching armies numbers, but are they matching army strength? Yeah, they are matching in the resources spent as well. I guess Champion is a good response to the Halberdiers. Now going to kill the TT with light cap. Ay, ay, ay. There they go. Stone walls completing and being, being fortified by a layer of palisade walls and a 2-villager castle here by Lynn at the very edge of the map. So I guess it's a castle wall. Is the plan here to place castles all the way? Castle wall. I've seen that once in the game. Hagger in the Norwegian AOE2 Discord, he actually made a castle wall on a step ranked game we played once a few months back. Hey, it's a good castle, except it's right next to the edge of the map, so it doesn't protect anything to the top side, but that's fine. There's a castle here as well. Another castle on this hill, and this side is nicely protected. Imperial Skirmisher, very strong trash unit here. High attack output, good speed. And you'll need strong cavalry to deal with them. South side, it's mainly a hussars fight. Look at this hussar spam from the Belgian here. Oh, many stables are that. That's 15 stables, I think, just pumping out those hussars. Wow, many on food. 61 on food for the Belgian. Yeah, that's proper hussar spam right there. From both of them. And until they get trade running, of course. I don't think that's on the way yet. No, one trade unit for Lin here. Are those samurai? Nice. Samurais against the halberdiers, and then arguably against the elite Imperial skirmishers as well if they get close enough. Oh, Sicilian's ram push incoming. I guess Hallownest Forge have spotted that there's some trade going up here, so how do they see that? How can they see that? It's probably seeing this or something. Oh, many hussars. 68 hussars for the Berbers and 35 for the Belgian, who has ceased production for the time being here. Top side, Lin is pushing back, that's nice. Zanosaurus' new base is on the very far side of his teammates here. They do trade a little bit, but where are they trading to? Is it to this one? Yeah, that's not gonna bring back much. Oh, I never realized you could see the market buying and selling prices here. That's a good feature. So good rates for stone still, and decent for food and wood. But that's gonna change as the players start floating whatever resources. Look at the Eco KD of orange here, 171 to 65. That's ridiculous. Floating some wood here, so you could definitely use the market to tweak your income here. And we have First Crusade. We have First Crusade, and that's a last resort almost for Jabberwocky here. Not last resort, but I guess it's going to be the First Crusade's siege ram push here. Whatever happened, it was subject to some huge raids here with 71 villagers and 18 military only for the green player here. I don't want to see green lose, it's a good color. One treb killing your castle? Where? Oh, that one. Yeah, it was at the edge of the map anyway, who cares? And we want to load the castle at the very same location. You shall not pass! So this is the kind of content I'm coming for. This is the kind of content. Lose a castle in questionable position and just replace it at the exact same place, right next to a treb, sensing no danger here. You could actually use this treb to take out the foundation, and that's 650 stone right down the drain for Lean. But I guess that castle is that castle going to complete? Who cares about the fighting in the middle? We want to see this castle. That's just trash and marvelous. Oh, red spotted it. Void Borker saw the castle going up, and more ranges going up here as well to replenish whatever units are to pop out here. There is some trade raids from Orange here as well, so Peach Ice Team going to take a beating here. 421 to 449 population. More villagers still for Peach Ice Team, but now lacking in the military department. And maybe they're all lacking gold here as well. So much wood for Lean. Could maybe sell some of that to adjust. Yeah, and the castle didn't complete. Belgium trying the raids again, but they really need to clean up the raids in the trade here, otherwise they won't have any gold income whatsoever. Lin did collect some relics, so that's a tiny gold trickle for the teal player. Yeah, so most players floating resources here. The Belgian either needs to get back on the non-trash units here, or just spend that gold somehow. Whatever happens to the siege ramp push, okay. Decent push. Imperial Scavengers, they are going to struggle against the siege ramps for sure. And actually the sergeants, are they elite by the way? They're just sergeants, but they have the upgrades, they have full upgrades, so they are pretty tanky against range fire as well. I'd love to see the sergeants garrison inside the rams though, because then the rams move more quickly. Huzzah! Hussars! Alright, siege rams going where? What's the plan? Are we going to go for the ranges? Or for the market? Another castle at the edge of the map here. Siege rams are such a game-ending unit. Usually, yeah, but I'm not too sure about it this time around. As the siege rams are being taken down almost even by Imperial Scavengers here. Bombard cannon for the Vietnamese player. So some attempts at pushback here. These farms still stand. Anyone can steal them at this point. While Jaworskoki, I guess these guys have been building a castle or something. Maybe they wanted the castle up over here to take this neutral gold. Not sure what green is doing to them. Green is trying to take out production capabilities of the opponent up north here. Beat shield against Skirps, exactly. Ooh, Hussar raids again on the pocket now from the Belgian. Let's go for the equal KD stats. So much idled for Prabhupada here. Worker efficiency down to 16 here. More stone walls, but that's in a risky spot right there. And another edge cattle goes down for Lin up north here, or maybe, we don't know if it goes down yet. Bam. Ba-bam! 48, down to 1% of the hit points here, and down it goes. I'll say the Belgians is doing good. Great work at raiding here, though. Find some villagers to pick off, and more importantly, find trade to pick off. Only one market here, though, so the trade income of Hallownest's Forge is still on the lower side compared to Peach Ice Team here, that have lots of trade units rolling. So they should be able to get back on track with the gold units here as the trade starts kicking in. Where are Lin's arms are here? Where are the Belgians' armies? They could join in over here as well. No reason to idle the Hussars at this stage in the late game. We need to be active with the armies and try to catch our opponents at a disadvantage. Fighting Imperial Scavengers uphill with Arbalesters, though I'm not too sure about that. Oh, this looks like a pretty fight for the Japanese here. But there's also not really enough mobility of Jaworskoki to help out here. Light Cav and Champions joining in. Well, the castle gets denied, which is good news for Team Peach Ice team. In the middle, there's some raids going on here. Halberdiers poking down a siege workshop and bombard cannons protected by halbs here, and going to allow the Berbers hussars to raid most of the Belgians' economy here. Belgium has gone for heavy scorpions here. I wonder if Belgium got the castle upgrade as well, the double crossbow for the scorpions fire, so that they will fire 2 projectiles. That could be the case. Heavy scorpion, I believe I saw, is in here, which is also a decent reaction to the mass halberdiers and whatnot, of course. I think Orange and Stars are actually going to clean up Lin's Arbalesters here, which is sick. I mean, if you have enough of them and get this around, I guess you could pull off things like this. Champions are in small numbers as well, so the Hussars will deal with that. Just plain Hussar spam for Prabud here. And no sign of any trade for Hallownest Forge. Are they going to push this back fully with trade? They really shouldn't be able to, because Peach Ice Team overall population is 530 to Hallownest Forge 300 to 400, I mean 402 here. Vietnamese players pushing nicely, of course. Halbs in front, bombard cannons behind. The Belgium finds a way to snipe this one. Big old trash force here. Sicilians with the light cab. Oh, what happened? What happened? How did I do that? Yeah, I don't know what I touched. Yeah, it could be something. Anyway, we're back at the proper overlay here. Seeing the Hussars go at it here. The Halberdiers joining in as well. Are they going to push back here? Yeah, I keep looking at the purple here, but that's just the old base of Zanosaur that nobody has claimed all these 3 farms. Now we have no idea who actually won. True. It's just a sneak commercial for the tournament, okay? Champions doing work here. They deal nicely with trash spam of most sorts when you have a large enough mass. Halberdiers versus champions here in a decent mass, of course, for Void Walker here. Let's see the army count. I guess the army count is of interest here. We need to see the trade stats as well. Lots more trade for Peach Ice Team here. And where the heck are they even trading here? Are they still trading this short route here? 30 gold. That's nothing, man. That's nothing. See you around, Big Chariot. See you around. If they keep playing this long, I might still be alive when you finish, you know? Have fun. Ay, 1.5 hours and counting, and these stone walls here should keep trade rates out from Peach Ice Team's side. So as long as Peach Ice Team's side eventually get to counter push, Belgium here is floating lots of resources and not really sharing here, but I guess doesn't really make sense to sling here either, because they're actually fighting at a decent population counts here. I love the heavy Scorpion edition. Double crossbow is in, as you can see. And firing 2 projectiles here. Good response to the Halberdiers, but once the Hussars get close, that's a big issue. And I don't know. I guess the Heavy Scorpion and the Champions raids up north is what sways the situation here, or more importantly, the lack of gold for Hallownest Forge. First game ends at a 1-0 for Peach Ice Team, and it's 131.04 here. Let's have a look at the stats. Oh, you were hungry the whole set. I bet you were a bit angry that it turned into a long one then. Lean. Yeah, I'm hungry all the time as well, and you always need to eat, like, snack in between meals. Look at this KD for the Sicilians especially. Jabberwocky, my fellow Norwegian here with 1241 to 866 units here. That's a ridiculous stat. Oh yeah. Actually, where were they pushing here? It has to be the lack of gold, right? They never have a proper trade route, not a safe one either. And of course, the fact that Xanosaur took a beating early on here makes a difference as well. Population total 300 ahead for Peach Ice Team in the end. Yeah, they were going to close off this one. You had a friend home waiting for him to use to get in there after the 20. Wow. Must have turned into a late dinner then. Look at this resource collection. Alright, tell me what map was game 2. I'll then pull up the draft again. It's going to be Hallownest Forge home map, so it's going to be either Hideout or Arena. Arena was the second game. Cool. Just gonna quick look at the APM chart as well. Look at these spikes here. Belgian is playing out of his mind here. It's clicking lots of keys. All right, let's pull up the bracket here. What did we just see? I believe we saw Vietnamese losing. Berbers down. Mayans down. While Belgium played the Khmer, Lean played the Belgium had an amazing boom that game and a good push. Japanese for Lean and Sicilians for Jabberwocky. No Sicilians for Arena or Hideout. I'm sure that the other guys here will be happy not to face up against Sicilians, but it's Arena. Maybe we'll see Bohemians, Cumans, Aztecs maybe for the Relics, Monk Rush, Ethiopians, not to be underestimated for Arena Rider, but that's more of a hideout civilization here, or the Avoid think. So let's say Cumans, Bohemians, let me say Aztecs just to put something out there. And then Teutons maybe, Teutons, Turks, Koreans for Hallownest. Let's see how many I got here. Can't promise anything here. Arena, Turks, Vikings, Bohemians, Teutons, Persians, Goths. Persians? Persians? I guess in team game it's alright. It's a good booming civ. I'm gonna tell you why, as I fast forward this a little bit here, why I'm surprised to see Persians for Arena. Persians. They don't get the fortified wall, so it's a bit tougher to sustain in the heavy pushes on the edges. They have a fantastic boom, of course, with faster working TCs, but they have lousy monks. So if you're subject to a monk push as the Persians, you won't be able to get good monks out of your own. You have block printing in the Imperial Age, but in the Castle Age you don't have any means to convert enemy monks or convert enemy siege. So good luck withstanding a monk push here, if that's happened. But Lin is up against Voidwalker playing the Vikings, so we're not going to see any monk rushes here unless Voidwalker is completely out of his mind here and plays like Arsak does. He plays monks with any zip, no matter what. Teuton's Pocket, fantastic boom, fantastic melee units, fantastic siege, lots of things going for them on closed maps on Arena where speed doesn't really matter that much. Xanosaur with the Turks. Fast Imp tends to be the play more often than not, and I see pretty heavy gold investment and farms investment here. This might be the fast Imperial Age for the Turks. Alright, and to the right side, Jabberwocky as a Goths flank here. Blacksmith Stable up with the Goths here. which is a bit fascinating. But I mean, who am I to judge? Maybe wants to claim some map control here with scouts or some early knights. I don't play Persians on Arena because I said so. I don't know. I don't know how this game goes, Lin. Might actually work out, but it's not a frequently picked Sib on Arenas, let's just say it that way. Alright. Jabber's cocky with the Goths. Could do some siege tower shenanigans here with the Goths and or just boom into the Imperial Age idiot spam, which is actually prefer Goth's pocket in that regard. But we have Bohemian's pocket, which is perfectly fine as well. The Belgian could... oh, the golds are horrible. Both golds forward. Penis-shaped gold here on the side, and then a square one over here. No, not square. What's that? Tetris piece. But yeah, Bohemians, probably not going to go monks from pocket, but could still go the Hussite wagons, of course. P-shaped gold. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Gas stage is on the way. What's the situation for Turks here? That's 830 pop. So I'm smelling the fast imp here from Zanosaur. We'll see what happens next here. And Jabber's walking with the scouts for some map control here. Not the worst idea ever, but also not the most common play in team games, I'd say, especially not as the Goths, but anything to keep map control. It's also going to make it a lot more awkward for the opponents to drop castles in their team phase. Oh, are we actually going to go... Nope. I was going to say, is Belgium going to drop a castle forward from pocket with army support from Jabber's Cocky, but that's not the case. It looks like Xanosaur is going to get away with the fast Imperial Age with the Turks here, uninterrupted. I'm not sure what the barracks is about, but definitely going imp here. Could be just some spears to protect any siege units. No, scratch that. He needs the barracks to build the ranges, obviously. Ranges with Turks in the Imperial Age. Chemistry is... instant, so you can make bomber cannons and hand cannoneers instantly. A very strong combination. And hand cannoneers against Goths. Actually pretty amazing to have Turks here with your other Imperial Age. If the Goths get to a their late game infantry spam, we have very good gunpowder units for the Turks to respond to that. So, castle for the Belgian. He's gonna play the war wagons here. No, Hussite wagons, sorry. Hussite wagons, I think. Unless this is just a defensive one, which could be the case, but we'll see. I see a university going up as well. Could be an early chemistry here. Or just fortified walls, for that matter. Teutons in full boom mode here. These stables going up. No, Belgian has some... experience playing Arena, so there's probably some reasoning behind it here. Gops in boom mode now as well. Hasn't really used the scouts all that much. Has been picking off some enemy scouts maybe, and now chasing down that Xanosaur light cav. He's healing it up. Nice. Wants to snag those relics probably. But down it goes at the expense of Wood Scout. Very little early aggression here on Arena. Maybe we could actually tap the fast forward a little bit longer as the players are just booming. Vikings with a pull boom as well. What's Voidwalker up to here? House walling behind. Another TC, 4 TC boom for the Vikings here. Could of course be very strong. Mass Berserkers, Siege Ram Arbalest. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hussite wagons it is for the Belgian here. Very strong unit. But do we have any redemptions? If the Teutons have redemption, so they could convert Hussite wagons if need be, but they're already in pretty decent mass, so that's going to be hard to stop for Hallownest Forge. Xanosaur with the Turks. Trying to snag relics now, and Teuton's knights out on the field to reclaim the map positioning. Here comes the defensive castle for Jabber's Cocky to set up for that Imperial Age Goths play here. Well, I mean, well, 24 minutes in, Xanosaur has 2 bomber cannons, 11 hand cannoneers, and the Ghost player doesn't really have any current response to this. I guess the castle is a decent response, but now we have knights from Prabhupada here to support the hand cannoneers and the bomber cannons here. They're gonna break through and do some huge damage against Gobs here. In the meantime, Belgium is moving forward with an army of Hussite wagons here, and is looks like it's going to drop a castle on the opposing pocket. How many Teuton's knights? Only 10 of them. But they're gonna go for the raids on the Goths here now. They really, really don't want to be up against that Goths infantry spam late game if they can avoid it. I don't think this castle does too much. Orange could just house wall or stone wall behind here. In fact, the Belgian baits on it and goes for the all-in Turks players. That good call to go for the Turks instead. Good call, because the Turks player being fast imp obviously is only on 1 TC and all the armies are forward, trying to deal with Jabberwocky over here. Knights are into raid as well, Goths player taking a solid beating here. And now 5 TCs for Voidwalker here. When in doubt, boom away, indeed. Castle stays up. Oh, we need more bombard cannons here. We need more bombard cannons, and they are coming. 3 bombard cannons now. Just classic Turk things indeed. Indeed. But how are they gonna handle this? We might need to pull those bomber cannons back now if this keeps up. Building foundations providing a temporary defense here, I guess. Some relics being collected here as well. Ooh, bomber cannons might do... Ooh, they're doing good against the Hussite wagons, actually. If they're cramped up like this. That took out half a Hussite wagon in one shot here. Not too bad. Castle stays, but the raids are real still, and there aren't really lots of... only spearmen for Jabberwocky here, so that Goth's boom will be put on hold here. However... Hussite wagon numbers ever increasing here for the Belgian, and making life hard for the Turks player. 2 bomber cannon snipe, that's amazing value from the forward Hussite wagons here. Finds the weak spot, probably going to go through the mining camp, maybe? Mangonel versus Hussite wagon is highest possible bonus damage, 60 bonus damage. Yeah, they're supposed to be the counter, Mangonels. And only garrison and such. Oh, bomber cannon. Hand cannoneers versus Hussite wagons. Who wins? I think maybe the Hussite wagons. Helps deal 60 bonus damage to elephants. That's ridiculous. As if Turks don't... As if just to rub it in that Turks only get spearmen, it converts a Goth spearman here just to... I mean, yeah. Not even gonna get the Turks pikemen here. The wagons are in. Vikings making infantry here. While Lin is in full... No, not full boom mode. Semi-boom mode with the Persians here. Has invested into army, wants to push the Vikings here, but... I don't know about that. 18 knights, Imperial Age on the way at 65 pop here. Vikings already in the Imperial Age here with pikemen, longswords. Full-on AI army here with rams, pikemen, longswords, trebuchets. Second TC up for Zanzor here. At the very least, that buys some time here as Orange joins in with some knights here to clean up quite a few of the wagons here. It was too calm, yeah. Lots of wagons going down here now. I feel like the Belgian is, yes, keeping the aggression up, but also wasting armies here. Getting not that many villagers either. 12 villagers. It's only 39 villagers total for Zanzor though, so you could say that the Turks are kind of out of the game here, but the other 2 players have massive booms for Hallownest Forge here. These 2 players alone, they have more villagers than Peach Ice team altogether, I think. So Looks like the Goths are stabilizing as well, even risking a town center out and about here. Still in the Castle Age though, which is the case for the Belgian as well, so they're lagging behind in technology progression here. More stables for the Teutons. Lynn with the 3rd TC at the 33rd minute as well. Persian TCs do work faster, but not that much faster to contest a 5 TC Vikings boom here. Well, at least armies aren't going to waste here. Cavalier, Bodkin Arrow on the way. What's Bodkin Arrow for? Is it for the castle? It's for the trash bows, maybe, against the Vikings. Pike's investment. I guess Lean is going to go for the trash bows here. Getting crossbow, queuing archers after. That's nice. Yeah, he was on the push. I mean, the problem here is that the ramps will render the trash bows inefficient here. Good house walls and stone walls though to at least delay the aggression here, but here it backfires having Persians and not having a fortified wall here. And not that it would last the walls much longer, but it's still, you know, something. First, trash bow is out. And kind enough to open the gate here. What's he doing? Who are you firing at? Okay, he didn't manage to desert and sneak into the other team here. Uh-oh. Lots of cavaliers going to go down here now for Lin. Lin is going to lose all of the armies here. And has only 2 rangers to produce here. I mean, I guess it delays the push of the Vikings, but this push is inevitably going to demolish Lin's home economy here. Turks kind of still holding here. The Hussite wagon is going down. 1 Hussite wagon left now. What does the Belgian do from here? 1 TC hasn't been booming at all. Gonna go into infantry here now with the Bohemians. I mean, at least the Bohemians pikemen line have extra damage against cavalry, but I don't think it's going to be enough here. Yeah, for sure, Voidwalker will break through here and get some serious raids in here. Yeah, bye Persians. While on top side, Sandosaur is somehow holding and stabilizing here. Probably had good help from the Teutons. Now Cavaliers here. Nothing too crazy here, but that boom for Prabud should probably extend the armies soon enough. Actually not producing at all now. Floating. Lots of resources. Not spending them. But look at Lean's base here. Lean, I guess, could even consider sending the Teutons cavalry in here now just to take out the Persians completely. But Goths are the real threat here. They're reaching the Imperial Age. Or I wouldn't say threat, but it's going to be an annoyance once that Castle Age kicks in with a fully boomed Goths here. Lots of wood in the bank, not so much food currently, but yeah, definitely set up for the Goth spam here. And we'll need a lot more hand cannoneers from the Turks to handle it. However, in the Imperial Age, it is allowed to sling, so you could technically sling the Turks here to get more ranges up and produce more hand cannoneers, and then in that way deal with the Goth spam. Look at Leon's home base though. Oh, down they go. Lin down to 34 villagers, 2 military. Goth spam certainly can't win this 3 vs 1. Void Walker, 46 villagers killed and counting. Is Lin gonna be defeated here? Can she even escape? I'm not sure Lin can escape here. And oh, way to push the forward push here. Villagers going in for the forward trebuchets. Stop harassing your town. This is not pretty for the blue player. 18 villagers. No means of escape by the looks of it. We'll have to run into this very little corner here and beg for teammates' help here to get out of this. Aye. 7. Oh, Hussite wagons to the rescue. Oh! Aye. Lin escapes with 5 villagers. Garrison, get into the castle. Save us. Oh, population not looking pretty for Peach Ice Team here now. 20 military to 106, 314 villagers to 196, and the Vikings infantry here that, by the way, have extra hit points, scaling up with each age, are poking down some of the Hussite wagons, and looks like Peach Ice Team lose the second game here now. We're gonna go to a game 3 after a quick look at the stats. Yeah, found a safe refuge there. Lin didn't have to suffer the humiliation of defeat after all. So, a browse through the stats here. Void Walker with the military and economy scores highest of all here. Military count at 130 in the end. Massive booms here, except for the Turks, but they did their share of the work here with the early Imperial Age push. 133 to 41 KD for the Vikings. Total domination on the left side. Teutons never getting hit at home in the end. And Belgium, good strategical call to hit the Turks, but didn't do enough damage, sadly, for the team to justify that extended 1 PC push. That's a nice Persian cartilage time. Fastest of all, but to what end? Nice villager number for the Belgian there. And the APM. Not the... Oh, it's the Belgian again. He's green this time, so yeah, the highest spikes again here. Maybe it's a hotkey thing. Alright, let's go back to the draft here. We just saw... What did we see winning? Vikings won, Teutons won, Turks won against Persians. Bohemians, at least I got that one right. And Goths. Alright, we are going to the home maps of, or one of the home maps of Peach Ice Team now. So it's going to be Desert Void or African Clearing. So let's see what game 3 brings us here. Desert Void it is. Another semi-closed map. Let's see how they choose to solve this one. Team name stand. We need to switch the colors yet again. Sorry about that. Prabhudi 1. Alright, quick look at the civs here. Lin with the Ethiopians here. Gonna play the archers, presumably. That's sort of an Ethiopian strength. This is a wall of fast castle map, in my opinion. It also heavily favors 1000 play, because these stones aren't necessarily easily accessible, never inside of your starting base. So it's tough to get to unique units or defensive castles. So 1 crushes come to mind, or 1 TC all-in aggressions. So that's it. Ethiopians for Lin in the pocket. Jabber Squawky with the Bulgarians. 50% discount on Siege Workshop units and blacksmith technologies. So, and technologies in the Siege Workshop. So Bulgarians could get to Siege Ram. Pretty nice and easy in the Imperial Age. They also have more than decent cavalry. Could go scouts into knights and go for a castle eventually and get stirrups. That's a bit of a setback here with the Bulgarians. You can't really easily Krepos rush or drop a castle for unique tech here, because the stones are so randomly placed across the map. The Belgium with the Aztecs. Maybe it's going to go for some monk shenanigans here, but Aztecs have almost fully upgraded their Arbalest as well. They only miss the... Oh, changed their mind, did you? They only miss the Thumbbrain, which is arguably a big deal in team games though. Let's see for Hallownest Forge here. Voidwalker with the Koreans. May or may not want to play archers here. Long term could of course go for war wagons, but big issue being that the stone is again scarce on this map, so I don't see that as a play. However, Koreans archers benefit from instant upgrades. So, let's see, Aztecs missed the last armor as well, do you say? Okay, yeah, so almost not really fully upgraded, missing last armor and Thumbring. However, having Bracer is obviously more important for Arbalists, but that's one of the reasons Aztecs aren't seen that commonly in team games, lacking these crucial upgrades. On flank. Yeah, so Voidwalker, let's assume the archers play here, maybe an infantry opening into that. You could easily open the rush of men-at-arms on this map, but it's also easily walled, so your aggression needs to happen early. In the pocket, Magyars for Prabud 1 here. Fantastic cavalry, fantastic cav archers, but the cavalry archers won't have a single hill to back off to here, so they're not necessarily going to be the most useful unit here. And finally, Xanosaur with the Britons in the red here, which is an excellent pick for Desert Void. Because of the woodlands, as you can see, once they get cut off and shorter, that Britain's extra range will allow you to range anything inside of their walls, unless they wall like really far out and cleverly to stop that from happening. So I'm toggling the fast forward a bit here now to follow the progression. Looks like, oh, this could be an infantry opening from Xanosaur here, or just a straight archers. Yeah, militia indeed. So we'll keep an eye on that rush then. Or is it men-at-arms? Is it men-at-arms? 3 on gold. Feudalage on the way. Is this 21 pop men-at-arms? 20 pop men-at-arms? Guess it needs to happen this early to have any effect here. Militia on the other side as well. There looks like they're playing men-at-arms on both sides here, and a very, or should have been a very early one for the Britons, but the ILTC time sort of offsets that early push. Scouting, not showing any obvious openings here. And but there's still points of entry in the backside of Lean's base here, so we'll see how this fares for Hallownest's Forge. Oh, don't. Oh, look for the openings. Are we gonna get men-at-arms here? Xanosaur lacking the food for the upgrade, by the looks of it. While on the left-hand side, I think with that 22 pop for Voidwalker, that upgrade should easily be affordable. Pull walls in place for Jabelgian though, so good reaction. Seeing as these are still Dark Age walls, the men-at-arms could break in there. It didn't quite. Is that? Yeah, it's super open in the backside of Lean's base. Why not scout around and find that opening? Xanosaur, my man, scout. I mean, it's reasonable to assume that either there's another woodland here, or there's the walls are already there, but it's not the case. So here, Red definitely gets punished for not scouting extensively enough. Yes, the Magyars player going straight Castle Age here. 2 on gold. I think so. No scouts as far as I can tell. Feudal Age archers for the Britons. Good follow-up actually. Still have the men-at-arms as well. No, not the men-at-arms, sorry. The militia. Next time you know that you have to click inside the walls. Does that even work? Clicking in the fog of war. Never works for me. Oh! We're in, but we're trapped, potentially. Oh, Belgium, do the masterpiece here. Sneak a villager around the wall here. It's too far away. But that would be fun, you know. What a nice map for tower rushing. Yes and no, then this, because look at the stone spots. There isn't any such thing as a safe stone spot on Desert Void. Nice re-rolling from Lin here. DC getting some hits in on the armies here as well. So it's Hallownest Forge with the aggression here, but they have 2 players still in the Feudal Age, while Peach Ice Team all are going up here, and it looks like the Belgian is going to go for the Eagles here. Making a couple of Eagle Scouts here, and is obviously on the way to the Castle Age. Still only a few on gold though. And this is also the only gold, so if that gets denied by the Korean archers, which it just did, that renders the Eagles investment useless. Oh, closer and closer to breaking through here for Xanosaur. But not quite through yet. Will maybe get one villager. So Lean loses the first villager. First blood of the game goes to Zalazor here. Great positioning of the forward archers here from Voidwalker as well, because it keeps this gold denied. And what do Aztecs do without gold? They can't really do much. And the Eagle Scouts are doing surprisingly well here. They have the defense upgrade, so they'll withstand more arrows, and they clean up this little wave of archers here. Not bad. Oh! And Xanathar now going to break through on Lin's side. It's true! And gold exposed for Lin, woodline exposed. This could be bad. Moving away here, good reaction. Pulling them away, going to another gold, presumably here. Could consider investing that 125 soul to drop a preemptive defensive tower here and secure this gold. But looks like Lin is just going to evacuate this. Oh! Taking the woodland outside of Jabberwocky space, just casually moving away here, hoping that Red still won't scout. And why would Red scout this when Red didn't scout the open side of Lin space for so long? Jabberwocky with the Castle Age Knights here, chasing down the archers of Zalazor. Lin will help out by deleting some palisade walls here. Not enough knights here to deal with the Britain's Feudal Age masses, though, and they're missing the +2. With +2 defense, it would be a little bit better trade, but not good enough. Barracks going down in the middle of nowhere here for the Belgian, but wants to push Voidwalker, obviously. Voidwalker still in the Feudal Age, just now dropping the market, going to maybe adjust the resources a little bit here, and there's the Castle Age click, yep. I guess good save for Lin, only lost 2 villagers to that Britain's Archers mass, and obviously Xanathar wants to pull away. Not having clicked to the Castle Age yet, will not want to lose Britain's Archers needlessly, even against few numbers of Bulgarians Knights here. Feels weird to cast Xanathar, by the way, because there's another Xanathaurus in my Discord as well, who is like I don't know, 1400, 1500 1v1 player who stops by my stream sometimes. So now I have 2 Xanathaurus in my Discord currently. But this is the other one, the new guy, who is putting up a show with the Britons here. Pinging the right hand side, not sure what that's about. Probably going to gather archers, soon to be crossbows, together with the knights from the Magyars here. Only missing the +2 defense for the Magyars, and then we have full upgrades, which will easily deal with the Bulgarians at this point. More knights for the Magyars, better upgrades. Recipe for success right there. Let's see here. Good pickoffs by the Magyars Knights here. They have +2 attack, obviously, being Magyars, but they don't have +2 defense, so they'll have to be careful about crossbow fire. Second town center for Voidwalker, extending and securing some economy here. While on the other side, bit of a 2 versus 1 almost situation here. I guess the Magyars Knights are in decent enough numbers to help deal with this, though. Green Knights are in to raid a bit, though. This is going to set back the Britons quite a bit here. Castle Age halfway here. I think I want to hit the goal now if I'm green and make the most of these knights. They will be cleaned up eventually by Orange here, but taking Britons off gold means potentially obstructing the Archer's production, good call. Pulling the builders away from the goal, good reaction as well. But being off goal, never good when you want to mass archers. South side here looks like Voidwalkers pushing with the crossbows and no ballistics yet. So the moving units easily get away here. Third TC, Voidwalker. That's a boomer right here. I saw it on the previous game with Vikings as well. That's 5 TC boom with Vikings on arena. Greedy. Magyar's Knights are the ones kind of going to waste now. Britons will have that extra range with Castle Age kicking in, but obviously will want crossbow. Don't go Elite Skirmisher, come on! You have Britons, you have OP crossbows. Just... I don't know. Seems like Zalazor is preparing to defend on his own here and allow the teammates to push on the other side. They are definitely extending the economy by a lot here. Few elite skirmishers in, getting the elite upgrade for only 4 skirmishers, but that's easily focused down by Bulgarians' knights as the game goes on here, so I'm not too big of a fan of that, especially not with Britons when you have archers with extra range just to kite and use that range to your advantage always. I guess it's a means to make use of the resources and keep producing. I see Zalazor is adding crossbows as well, so maybe not too bad after all. Green will need to pull back over here and collect the knights to deal with this is actually a good mass of Britain's units that could easily be dealt with by the green player here now. But where does green go? Where should Jabberwocky go at this point? Voidwalker is pushing with archers, or crossbows rather, inside of Belgian space, and Leon is being pushed by Britain's crossbows as well. So pushing on both sides now for our friends on Peach Ice team here. They're behind by some 30 villagers here and massively behind in military numbers. Jabberwocky could actually take this engagement with +2. Yep, should definitely take this engagement. That should even out the numbers a bit. Should definitely chase here, I think. But I guess you can't know what's happening on the home side. Going to focus the knights to pick up some numbers here. Where the heck is Jabberwocky finding stone? I see a forward Krepos getting in the yeah, mining stone in the middle of nowhere here. So I guess the Bulgarians pick was the Krepos castles were the idea all time along here to go in Konix eventually. Good fight for green here, even lacking 1 upgrade, but the numbers more than compensate for that. That's picking off a decent chunk of Magyar's knights here, and overall eco situation still ahead for Hallownest Forge by good margins. They've been extending more town centers. Town centering the stone here as well. I guess Voidwalker is desperate for the stone for a defensive castle. That's a lot of investment given the shortage of stone on this map to actually town center stone, but yeah. Long term, you could of course extend to trade to the corners as well, so that you have consistent income. Quick walling the villager here now for Jabberwocky, and really wants that Krepos up, but Magyar's Knights shouldn't have any trouble breaking the palisade walls here to stop that villager from completing that one. And even if it goes up, I mean, I think Orange could even just let this one go up, because it's not really going to matter too much. It's barely even denies woodline. Equal numbers on knights here, but some of them weaker for Orange. Oh, Orange. Oh, bad fight for Orange. Great engagement by Jabberwocky there, picking up some stray numbers of knights from the Magyars and leaving the pockets at comparable numbers of cavalry here. Left hand side, so crossbows now moving out for Lean to push with A mangonel and crossbows here now. Right on the pocket, they're just trading knights numbers here. Not a good fight for either player, but Jabber's walking going out on top here, doing a good pocket job here. The villager still alive forward here, really wants that cripple step. That's actually a good point of refuge. You could garrison your knights inside the cripples as well. Will Orange find the villager? Nope. So he's just gonna quick wall himself in again, and this is one persistent forward builder here. He's hammering away at his cripples and wants to finish his job at whatever cost. Any employer would want an employee like this, giving everything to complete the task. 4 TCs for Void Walker. He pulled it off even on a map that barely has any stone whatsoever. And that should mean a 101 builders as well. Going Imperial Age, Crossbow will unlock Arbalests as well, which will render the Bulgarian Knights quite useless, to be honest, once Arbalest is in, except for the mobility. Light Cav to be added for Lynn. I guess it's a response to the Britain's Skirmishers. And Void Walker preparing to deal with extended numbers of cavalry, or potentially the Eagles of the Belgian. The Belgian 1 TC here. Yep, definitely. It's reacting to the Eagles. Eagle Warriors for the Belgian here. Castle Age push though, so Eagle Warriors, they're really more of a threat in the Imperial Age with the Elite Eagle Warriors and Garland Wars for the Aztecs providing extra attack. Let's see if the Belgian can pull off a good Mangadan shot here though. Crossbow mass. Outmassing the Eagles here, and with Bracer, Arbalest, even Thumbring coming in here. That's going to be great news for the Koreans player. Focus is down the Mangonel as well. Good job there. And now going to get the defensive cast lap as well. In the meantime, forward monastery for the Bulgarians. The Krepos did eventually complete here, but as I said earlier, it doesn't really deny too much. And some green raids happening over here. I guess that's the crossbow skirmisher group getting some raids in for Xanasaur as well. Red split his army into... I missed that. I see only this one, and then the rest is at home for red. So Peach Ice team, they're at half the military of Hallownest Forge, but it's still doing some work here. Alright, so that was the reason for the light cab, because of the skirm masses to the south. Eat the Opium's light cab. But this is developing into a 1 vs 1 situation on the left hand side, so absolutely justified. Ooh! Absolutely justified for Lin to make light cab to deal with some of these skirms, but just like that, the Britain's player lost all of the armies to the Mangonel. And Lynn says she didn't do this. It was army just on stand ground here, just casually. Nice, good job, guys. Good placement. A pat on the shoulder for that one. And just like that, Lin establishes a huge lead over the Britons, who is halfway to the Imperial Age, but will barely have any crossbows left to upgrade. Another one builder Crepost. Well, it's about to be 2, but Jabberwocky here really, really playing Lux style annoying here with the 1 forward builder. Making mischief. Not gonna succeed though. Gonna need to send another builder. Or are the monks the healing? Are the monks gonna heal? The monks are healing the villager. What a ridiculous forward. Oh. Yeah, there's some stuff happening down at Blue's side. I'm not loving the masses of purple down right here. What are those? Are those keeps? Yeah, not bombard towers, but keeps. I guess Voidwalker is making serious use of the stone is speed mining here. Forward traps, forward keeps. Could probably buy stone as needed as well, even though it will be expensive. And Belgium commits to the Eagle Warriors here, and we'll be stuck in the castle age because they stay won't easy for a long time here. And yeah, he'll probably not reach the mass of castle age Eagle Warriors needed here to deal with the Hallownest. These arbs have a bracer and everything, so you won't really deal with them with mangonels unless you get maximum lucky as well. Never even took Koreans for this reason, took them for good discount. Yeah, I guess that makes sense on a limited resource map like this. Ooh, Belgium actually gets a good hit in there. Oh, good splatter shot there! But the arm can pull back towards the towers here. And... oh, come on! What's with the mangonel shots this game? What's happening? Why aren't they keep focusing the mangonels? How is Belgium allowed to obliterate 30-40 arbs just like that? I. Massive value. Good shots. Good shots. Meanwhile, the Britons trading better here than Lean's Ethiopians crossbows here. Well, right, it's arbs against crossbows. It's Britain's arbs, no less. They have better range as well. Light cav to the rescue, but that's not going to be enough here, I think. This is going to be tough unless the Ethiopians find their way to the Imperial Age. Peach Ice Team all in the Castle Age. Hallownest Forge mainly in the Imperial Age, only missing Imperial Age for the pocket actually, but problem here with the Magyars is finding himself subject to massive raids from the Bulgarians and without the mobility of cavalry here. There's a limit to how much Hallownest Forge can do to close out this game, even with the Imperial Age. Of course, Voidwalker is doing a heck of a job here with the Trebs and going to take the Belgian out here as well. So, and then there's Lin fighting against Britain's arbs and even a longbow in the middle of nowhere here. Nice, adding the castle for Trebs here to deal with forward crab post. I like that. Very back and forth set, this. With both sides pushing each other, pocket taking a huge beating as we can see. Now a forward castle in the middle of all the towers. That feels almost a bit too defensive from Voidwalker here. This could easily deny... I guess he's afraid of the mangonels after the mangonel shots earlier, but... Mangonel's defense is going to be a lot harder now. Jabberwocky comes here to clean up. Are we going to see quick walls now? A couple of stone tiles here, stone wall tiles here. Voidwalker should be able to complete this castle, but I guess nope. The Bulgarian Knights, they will deal with this. Sean in the chat. Hello, Sean. What's up? Wait. Why didn't Jabberwocky focus the builders? Why is this castle being allowed up? When can I catch you playing ranked on stream? I don't do that a lot. I don't do that a lot. In fact, I don't play a lot in general. I've been trying to learn Age of Empires 4 more these days, so I haven't really played more than one game here and there. Age of Empires 2. These guys really battle it out for the long games here. Third game, and I can't tell a definite winner here, but Hallownest Forge twice the population here. Peach Ice Team, however, going Imperial Age. But, yeah, go ahead and look at my old games. You're gonna find lots of messy games there. Yeah, AoE League sets. I liked our last Arabia game. That was cool. I played Japanese and you played Berbers, I believe. I think it was alright. You defended very well. But I actually managed to get the mass of archers and do something that game. Playing archers, so I didn't mind losing that one. It was very well defended. So as the Belgian loses most of home base here and Lynn finds herself subject to Britain's Arbalest push that can't really be stopped here, Peach Ice Team loses the first home map. So that turns it into a 2-1 for not for Peach Ice Team, but for Hallownest Forge. This should be right. Home map, away map. We're going to have African Clearing next. I developed my style after watching NBL and Hero for around a year before touching the game. Yeah, they're both massive defensive turtles. So when are we going to have our 5-hour Arena Turks Mirror game then, Sean? You probably see that would never happen with me. I think my personal best was a ranked Mega Random game going to 1v1 game going to 2.5-hour mark once. After I win the All-Stars finals. Ooh. Ambitious guy. Ambitious. Ambitious. Can't remember the last time I played the best of 5. I played the best of 5 not too long ago. Oh, this is not 60. Why does it say 1652? Oy, oy, oy. Sorry. Forgot all about this, but it's probably flattering to the players. But that tournament I didn't think I could. You have good chances for this one, Sean, for sure. 100%. Yeah, the title is alright. Tournament where I wouldn't be disappointed to not win. Huh. My brain can't process that. Little Trouble is seed 1, is she? But you'd definitely have a good chance against her as well, so... Let me just toggle the SIBs here before moving on. Aztecs are out, Bulgarians are out, and Ethiopians are out. Which for African Clearing we'll probably see Mongols, Spanish, Indians of course for African Clearing. How could I even think about those for Arabia? Yeah, I mean this streamer tournament has like 200 to 250 elo spread, so I think anyone could take a game off anyone in the end. Wait, is it hideout now? Did I screw up? Oh, African Clearing maybe was banned, was it? No, that's 5. Alright, I'm revealing SIDs here, but who cares? Let's go for African Clearing. African Clearing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Or that's what it had to be. So African Clearing, definitely going to be off to a slow start here. No bad rules for this one, so no laming. I mean, no builder fighting. Yeah, exactly. No build fights, that's the rules, so careful with that. And no walling in enemy resources or walling in TC before 3 minutes, etc., etc. So standard nomad shenanigans. Civilizations here, we have Indians, Malians, Spanish for Peach Ice Team. Nice civilizations. Malians, pretty versatile for these open land maps. And Poles, Lithuanians, and Burgundians for Hallownest Forge. So we'll see how this one plays out. I'm fast forwarding before there's nothing crazy here. 5 minutes is the rule, as mentioned here. And looks like Zandosaur especially is off to a rough start here. Doesn't really know the African clearing meta here. It did play some full work on the Shorefish here, but you see most of the players will place their TCs on Shorefish on this map, which you can see is the case for... Oh, okay, so missed some action here, sorry about that. Nice quick walls from Jabber's Pocket to save 2 builders here. And it's also off some hunt here. So crap, this is basically Socotra at this point. Nice walls from the Belgian here to keep any Zandosaur easy aggression or towers out here. And Prabud and Zandosaur, they're so close to each other. 1 TC on these woods and this now empty pond which they shared. Not great news. And so many farms already are on the full warp for Zandosaur. Probably the plan with picking poles here. As we have some villager fighting madness here in the opening stages of the game. What are we up to here? Feudal Age in for the orange player. Gonna go for the stable and scouts here, not too surprising. As the Belgium with a somewhat random tower here, but it does range stone and gold here, so it might not be the worst ever. He could also delete these walls and place another tower here, and he'll effectively deny all the wood of orange. Lin here with a fantastic setup for a free boom up north here with the Malians. Not stressing things here, going up at 24 population, has 2 woodlands and 3 on gold. I think Lin is going to go past cattle here. Market, blacksmith probably somewhere, and the Belgium with the market as well. Is this just a defensive tower? Maybe? Jabberwocky is really sandwiched in here though. Did place the DT on the woodline, not on the fish, so Jabberwocky is going to struggle heavily for food here potentially. He has to fight the scouts with the villagers because he doesn't really have any armies out and about. But with that wood income from the TC next to the woodland, at least he could make farms here and get going. Should definitely consider a horse collar to get going here. And here comes even a defensive tower against the scouts here for Jabberwocky. Which will defend the pond here and the stone, of course. But villagers going down. Oh, some losses for Jabberwocky already here. 3 villagers, about to be 4. But then again, the placements here. Voidwalker, decent spot here with Lithuanians. Going double stables here, so might be on the way to the castle age here. Which is also the case for Lin, who could counter the Lithuanians knights with camels if need be. Surely that couldn't have been intentional by Jabberwocky here to let the scouts in, unless he wants to do a masterpiece and trap them here, which would be pretty epic. Or was it the red walls being deleted here? Did they actually wall in? Did they actually wall in Jabberwocky here? What am I talking about? I'm confusing the colors here. Jabberwocky has been trapped. Completely trapped here, and he's probably not having a good time here. Down to 21 builders here, but at least his teammate is getting the free boom here with the Malians. And Belgian getting a pretty decent start with the Spanish here as well. Gonna drop that first castle. He could deny 2 pieces with the castle here, Belgian, if he's able to somehow get the castle up over here. So Jabberwocky taking the beating here, but could still do good for his teammates by simply surviving here. We'll fight! Oh, so nasty trapping people in like that. Jabberwocky with the blacksmith now. What's that gonna do, though? Blacksmith market, is it preparing for the castle age here? It's not like there's any resources to do so. Market goes up for Xanasaur and now the blacksmith as well. So we must be looking at some progression for the poles here as well. But it can't really be the castle age either. These resources just don't allow that. So where's Belgia's castle gonna go up here? I feel like... uh-oh, scout raids. Crossbows? Malian's crossbows? Jabber so polite, he asked if it was okay to will fight before going for it. Well, if he hadn't asked, maybe he would risk disqualification, you know, so... It's not niceness, it's... Good game sense. Oh, I'm a bit bummed Belgian's castle is going up over here. Maybe he doesn't have all that much vision over the situation here, but if he placed the castle over here, I think he'd actually be able to reach the DC and all of the woodland here. It would be an amazing castle spot over here. Also protecting his home, farming eco and gold. But maybe he wants to stress out the Burgundians more here. Maybe that's the reason here, to further deny the golds and stones over here. However, Burgundians taking gold down here. Two town centers now for Void Walker. He's going to go for the 5 DC boom again. Certainly has the potential for it. As the game moves on there, only 32 builders for now, though. Burgundians on the way to the castle age. Stable is up. Gold access is on point, but the food economy otherwise not too crazy here for the orange player. Though I'd love to see that castle over here from the Belgian. It would deny so much resources of the other guys here. This Tower of Jabberwocky isn't doing half bad either. It's denying a little bit of farming income and wood income here. Such a mess! Oh, we don't like towers here, and the builders have lots of bonus damage, it would seem, against towers, or maybe they're just general plain weak here at 700 HP in the feudal age. Now they go full on villager fighting here. The power goes up, so Jabberwocky will need to villager micro properly here, get this tower down before potentially fighting villagers, but enter the Lithuanian Knights, and somehow Hallownest Forge have the score lead here, so that's probably because of the pressure they've been putting on Jabberwocky, sending the green player so far behind. Burgundians expanding to the south side, as we can see as well. Conquistador numbers increasing. And full-on towers wars between red and green here, and neither of them are going to see Castle Age anytime soon, looking at the resources. However, Xanasaur is a tiny bit ahead, all things considered. Top side, the Lithuanian Knights are doing some work for Void Walker here. No attack upgrades. And no relics. But no upgrades whatsoever, in fact, for the Lithuanian Knights. Oh, that's bad. That's bad news. Really confused, even if the... I don't understand why Lin isn't playing the mobility of the Malians here with the cavalry like the knights or camels, because the conquistadors could kind of fill the crossbow role. You could have the conquistadors being the ranged unit sniping enemy pikemen spears, and then you could use the Malian cavalry to raid and support any counter units of conquistadors, where the skirmisher is really the best option. Good chunk of conks are out for the Belgian though. One-shotting the knights here, they're never going to be allowed to get close. Yes, Void Walker is making good use of the forward here, idling some economy, forcing some quick walls, and that villager is trapped. Oh, speaking of trap, this is like begging for a trap here if you're not paying attention, but looks like we're all right here. Jabberwocky isn't going to see any big moments for himself this game, but escaping with quite a few villagers now. I'm going to relocate to the right-hand side, presumably. Some walls going up here as well for Lin and the Belgian, kind of forming a team wall here. I want to see some siege now. I want to see some mangonels or rams to push this side for the Belgian, and then just end it for the Poles before they even get to the next age here. Poles with towers, if they mine stone, they get gold as well. So look at the Poles here. 300 gold, probably after mainly mining stone. Good old nomad mess at work here. Good army control by the Belgian here as well now with 16 conquistadors and playing the mobility nicely here. Let's see the scouting. Is that a mill? Yeah, that's a mill. Jabber re-establishing here. If the Indians, after all, will collect the shorefish more quickly and could get more TCs up and benefit from the cheaper villagers of the Indians. And let's have a look at the scouting for Hallownest Forge here. I don't think they know much about there. They're looking, actually. They're looking for the relocation of Jabberwocky, but no luck so far. Good use of the stray knights here from Voidwalker, actually. Alright, Voidwalker, thanks for stopping by. And thanks for playing, of course. And good luck in your upcoming efforts. Where's the army movement now? Lin is extending the economy even further here, claiming lots of map control here with the Lithuanians. I like that. Some more barracks going up. I like that. They're quite close to the resource income over here, so you could send out some pikes if need be, if any enemy armies locate it. Overall economy should be... I was going to say it should be decent, but given the situation of Jabberwocky, it is quite easy, quite decent. Yeah, that's why I love normal maps as well, Lin. It's not a good map if it's not easy to 8 TT boom. That's what I used to do on Amazon Zone back in 2002. On the Age of Kings 2.0 patch, where TCs didn't cost stone, so you could always go like 8 TCs instantly in the Castle Age and have your good old fun with it. Especially on Black Forest. Conquistadors. Let's see the kill count for the Belgian. Look at that eco KD. 32 villagers killed. Who cares about the idle TC times and the villager losses at home when you could just roam around? It's so annoying to deal with the Spanish. Good pick here from Peach Ice Team to be allowed to use Spanish for the Nomad map, which is never going to run out on golds and stones, at least not anytime soon. Conquistadors just wrecking here as... Jabberwocky is presumably... Is that villager queue or something? No. Yeah, it's definitely going into reboom mode here, and this seems a bit risky actually. There are some elite skirmishers here, and they are Lithuanians elite skirmishers, so they move more quickly as well. But do they have upgrades? See, Belgium trying to use the minimum range disadvantage of the skirmisher. Yeah, get some numbers down there would really... Another reason why Malians should be going cavalry here when one player is going conquistadors is to have some knights or even camels here to snipe these skirmishers and exploit that minimum range that they do in fact have. Yeah, no more home base for Jabberwocky over here. They are simply and effectively going down, but still feudal age for the Poles. And actually, I'm talking about Indians reboom, but in fact, Jabberwocky is still in the feudal age. It's going to take a good while to get more TCs up here. Why the gold though? Why not go to the shorefish first? and get the food for villagers, and then get that boom rolling. I guess Jabberwocky just wants out of this game, having been subject to this kind of push. But 12 villagers, not a pretty number for the green player here. Elite Skirmishers, good response to the Conquistadors. But 51 villager kills for the Belgian now, and somehow Peach Ice Team are keeping up with the villager numbers and military numbers of Hallownest Forge. Oh, look at the villagers here! Look at the exposed economy! Oh, there's so many potential dead villagers for Xanosaur here, and this looks like a cattle drop to me. Where's that gonna go? It's gonna go down over here, maybe? Or is it gonna steal the farms? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, we need cavalry here! Where is the cavalry? Lin, why are we still making crossbows? There are elite skirms here now. Yeah, they're doing damage. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, ay. Conquistadors focusing down the elite skirms here. They are lacking the second armor, though it is coming in now. I was pocking stuff. Yeah, alright. Castle's gonna go up here. And the forward villagers could steal his farms if Belgium wants to. He's going to DC a stone instead. Now he has a second castle to produce even more conquistadors here. Poking at stables by the looks of it for Lean over here. What's with these teams that are just going on and about forever? I mean, it's not like we have a defined winner here. The villager numbers are comparable, and Peach Ice Team, more army, less villagers. Hallownest Forge, less army, more villagers. And the numbers are nothing too crazy. The collective populations are pretty much the same. So here's the disadvantage of not having the mobility of camels or knights here. Burgundians cast Lage Cavalier here now, out and about to raid, but they're basically just gonna get trapped here. This is good news for Lean actually, because the pikemen will catch up, the crossbows will catch up. No ballistics for the crossbows yet, so that's a bit of a setback here, but we still have Bodkin Arrow and the appropriate upgrades. I think Lean should clean this, even though it means attending to the versus at home rather than being the aggressor here. I think it's fine. Good quick walls, I think, I hope. Oh, okay, I spoke too soon, sorry. A very, very merciful move of Orange not to not to take all these builders. Here come the Conquistadors to save the day. 35, 36 Conquistadors and counting here for the Belgian. Yeah, we're fine here. This is wasting Belgians' conquistadors though. Lin should clean this up on her own, even lacking the mobility. It's only 4 cavaliers, there's a limit to how much they can do. Just use Lin's armies to clean this up. Go back on the aggression with the Belgian here, wherever that might be. This red finally going Castle Age, and purple admittedly going Imp here. So Void Walker here with 2 castles could even go light this here. And decent boom this time, only 2 town centers. Did of course lose lots of villagers to Belgian's raids, who's been raiding everyone here basically. Belgian, almost 100 villagers here, and might be looking at Imp soon. Lots of wood in the bank here, could transition that into farms or whatever. But Imperial Age definitely should be researched here for the Belgians, so you can get trebuchets out and start pushing the defensives of Hallownest Forge here. I hear attacking, but where is it? Oh, there it is. So Jabberwocky still has the market up. 2 TCs for the Indians, by the way. Now taking the shorefish, taking some wood, getting back into it here. So maybe we will eventually see Indians camels help out here, or even cavalry archers comes to mind as well. Not a lot of hills here to exploit, but there are some. The Belgian is here with the Rams, and is he going to go Siege Ram here now with the Spanish? He's going Imperial Age probably. He has the resources for it. Oh, and the Castle Age completes before losing it for Xanathar here, so... Oh, that's good news. But Wilder's gonna go down, of course. Does Red even have a TC at all? Hey, if you don't have a TC, you can't have idle TC time, so... Good for Red, I guess. 34 Wilders for the Red player, and they do regenerate as well. So you can see all the Wilders at full HP here for Red, the few Wilders he has left. It's so hard to raid poles since their Wilders regenerate. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but the town center drop is real here. Castle Age TC drop from Xanathar here on the TC of the Belgian. I mean, why not? There's no resources here except for the farms to take, but do you want to get that folwark back in business, probably? Elite skirms galore for Voidwalker. Please, oh please, get some cavalry out. There's the camels for Lean, that's gonna help. 47 conquistadors now. I guess Belgium can justify going elite conquistador in the Imperial Age here as well. Oi, oi, oi. I mean, here's the crossbows of Lynn, they're gonna do nothing now with all these skirmishers on the field. We really need... Indians could make light cab here, they have extra Pierce armor on light cab. Just sling your Indians friend and have them make light cab with the food they already have in the bank. And get some stables up, get those units out to deal with these freaking elite skirmishers that shouldn't really be working in team games. So Voidwalker pushing back a bit here now with the trebuchets. Taking out that TC. I guess Xanathar wanted this stone. I couldn't even see it with the other TC up here. Oh, another messy game from Peach Ice Team and company here. Defensive TC, defensive castle I mean, for the Belgian here, making it a lot more awkward to raid, and it's full on trash for the Lithuanians here. Elite skirmishers and scouts. Must be some gold issues here for Voidwalker. No builders whatsoever on gold. Some relic gold trickle, I guess. Where can you see that? Oh. 2 relics for Voidwalker. But not really a lot of knights here. Elite Conquistador on the way in for the Belgian here. Yeah, I like the name. So many elite skirmishers. Never seen so many elite skirmishers in a team game. But I guess they've been starved of gold here. They've been pushed. There's gold income for the Burgundians as well. But it's also the kind of the best response to conquistadors, I guess. So much tea to spill. Is that castle just gonna go down just like that? Belgium is getting hoardings here, but is not repairing. Hello, Belgium, wake up and smell the coffee. You could still save this castle if you repair it. I guess not. So Hallownest Forge have sort of stabilized here. They have they're behind in the economy now, but they have more military. Camels, heavy camels should easily deal with the light cab and to some extent the skirmishers as well if they get close enough. But what we really need now is we need some more. I think Indians don't even need to go camels here, as Malians could go with already have the heavy camels. I mean, it helps, but might as well just go light cab here as the Indians, or even not so far. We're not gonna see next stage anytime soon. Light cab now from the Belgian here. It's fine, of course, but it shouldn't be necessary. You could just have your teammates do it, one of them, and even some siege here could help out. Some scorpions, some mangonels, anything. Rams in front, not too bad either. That's going to soak some skirmisher fire and allow for reactions here. Oh, I'm so confused at these placements. Why just not on the wood line or... Oh. Well, there's wood. It's a farming TC. We're gonna have lots of farms here later. That's exactly what Jabberwock is thinking here. Perfect place for farms all around this TC here. Lynn, where is your army? You've been booming for 55 minutes. Where's your army? Why did you make crossbows? No. 37 elite conquistadors, only one castle left for the Belgian though. Camels. Incoming. Good raids for the Belgian, but now most of the conquistadors are going to waste here. Yes, what do the Spanish do? At this point, Spanish could just go full paladin here if the eco allows. Lots of food and gold in the bank for the Belgian. He could easily make a tech switch here. Or go siege, ram, push, anything. The Indians with more camels than the Malians here. Oh well. Army count is back on the even side of things. Peach Ice team with, yeah, 60 or so military lead here. Lots of units out on the field, and also causing some little bit of lag here following the army movement. I mean, most of Hallownest Forge is confined to the corner of the map here. So if you deny the expansion here, like ooh, nice hitting there. Was that just luck, or was that intentional? Well, claiming some gold here for Lynn. Some castles could even. I guess you don't consider Geppetto when you have elite skirms here, but. Oh, I'll give this to Hallownest Forge. They're holding quite nicely here in their own little corner here. Looks like these used to be Jabberwock's farms, I think. Now claimed by Burgundians, at least some of them. Good knights raids here from Sanosaur. Belgian not quite paying attention here, probably busy microing the remaining conquistadors here. Still making conquistadors, but now making a stable. Oh! Nice, had the stable. He has bloodlines then. And the husbandry, presumably, here for these gunmen on horses. That's not gonna fly for the Belgian here. He's placing a TC blindly here. And suffice to say, that's not gonna work over here because Xanosaur is here. But at least they're gonna find the expansion of Xanosaur to middle here, so that's good news. They could hit the poles over here now. Uh-oh. 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 Yep. It's not gonna work. TC Dush on the TC. That used to be that used to be possible actually, with the bug that was some months back. Winged Hussars are out here with the heavy camels of Lynn here. We have Farimba, by the way. Oh, can I select a single camel somehow? Oh, No Farimba yet. Unique technology of the Malians. Oh, that foundation placement bug caused the game to crash. Oh, you can't play Malians and not play Farimba in late game. It's the best tech they have. It's such a fun tech to raid around with when you have the Malians. Alright, Winged Hussars here. Again, I think the Camels will do nicely against them. Will do even better with all of the upgrades. Cavalier coming in for the Lithuanians. What's the relic count? 3 relics. Not too shabby at all here. But then the middle gets contested as well. Indians, Camels back on the menu here. Jabberwocky at 131 builders now. Successful reboom. 5 TCs reboom for the Indians here. And now even stone walls going up in the middle. And castles. Lovely. Securing a trade route now for Peach Ice Team for a very long game here. And like the first Arabia game, they're going to secure the trade line again here to get their resources rolling for yeah, unlimited late game. Hope you like late games. Oh, it's one of those, huh? I guess Belgium wasn't joking, but I do have a fast forward button if it gets stale here. But I'm gonna follow the action, of course. Big masses of armies here for both teams. It's almost to the point of 100. Peach Ice Team with a better economy here. So they're stonewalling to secure their side. They didn't drop markets yet, nor do they need to, because there's still plenty of gold to be mined there. In fact, these stonewalls, they even secured all of these gold mines on this side of the map, so that shouldn't be a big issue. Yeah, your friend. Waiting for a dinner appointment. It's already been like probably like 2.5 hours of playing this video game. Best of 5 semi-final. So confusing with this random red dots app here and stuff. This is just a market just sitting out here, not doing too much. Pikeman investment here, that shouldn't be an issue when you have these conquistadors that could hit and run against them. We still need to deal with the elite skirmisher, that's an issue obviously. Oh, and the Indian camel definitely shouldn't be running into pikemen here. Everyone is in the Imperial Age for Peach Ice Team here, so slinging should be allowed as well. Krebs pumping out for the Belgian here will be... Oh, he's trapping them on the stream, but it doesn't have any relics inside, because that's over here, that's the Lithuanians one. That's the one you want to target eventually. Big fight in the middle here with the conquistadors meddling in. Let's just deal with the skirmishers. And Lin is transitioning into champions. While the Poles guy is going Obuch. So if you get enough Obuch on the fields, then that's actually a good response to the champions. But I guess champions is a good call here as well, because there's mainly pikes, trash, pikes, hussars, and elite skirms here. Champions in huge mass should deal with all of those. 3 trebs for the Belgian, and stone walls still being built here, but they're about to complete this full right hand side here. But Salvazor now with the rams here could use these rams to break through as well, so they can raid the home bases of Peach Ice Team later on. This is a good push though. We have siege here. We are diminishing Hallownest Forge's army count. And with Trebs out, we'll eventually deal with the defensive castles and stuff as well. Yeah, this castle is taking a beating, isn't it? Villagers to the rescue, but some of you need to repair the castle as well. There we go. Nice. Villagers OP against Rams. No! No! These are cap traps now, and here come the knights. Poles get siege ram as well. Here come the heavy camels, imperial camels, sorry, heavy camels. And get the rams. Get the rams! Screw the knights, just get the rams. Oh, even the knights could almost finish this castle. So Poles player producing knights, but not a lot of them. In fact, Hallownest Forge are struggling for army. They are 100 military behind here. They're fighting with 300 population to 500. And this has to be the home map team's winning game here. They're really outmassing their opponents now. Full on elite conquistadors and hussars for the Belgian here. And castle's going down. Castle saved. Hero woman repairing the last one here. And now we have Imperial Camel for the Indians as well. They just chew up buildings as well. Don't even need siege as Indians if you have a large enough chunk of Imperial Camel Riders. Burgundian's crossbows, are you kidding me? What's with the crossbows? I guess it's a response to the camels and conquistadors. It's not the worst idea ever, but it's still Castle Age upgraded units against Imperial Age ones. Think Burgundians. Okay, they do get bracers. They could have crossbows with bracer here. But yeah, no way Peach Ice Team are losing this. They're literally at close to or at pop cap here, and Hallownest Forge, they're struggling big time to mass enough army to deal with this. Hallownest Swordsman, where's the champion upgrade? Not quite there yet. Lean is able to afford it. Maybe it's queued behind unit somewhere. Champion coming on the way here. The infamous Champ Skarls of the Malians, as they are nicknamed. Oh, Krebs about to almost be sniped by Winged Hussars here, but I think they're alright. Gonna lose one. Almost two. It's fine. It's fine. Three tribes now to push another castle here. I think it's time for Hallownest Forge to tap out of this one. They're at 240 population to 500. Half the population. Pole mining at minute. At 1 hour 15 minutes. That hurts. I didn't think it was myself playing here, but not quite so. Some panic stables in the back here for the Burgundians. Don't really see that contributing too much at this point. Imperial Camels over here. They have pretty decent pierce armor as well, so they could actually almost justify fighting underneath castle fire like this. What's this? Yeah, that's some Baldians champions here. I need to get rid of that mod. I can't really recognize these units. I don't know if Lean has arson or not, but still with this massive champions, the buildings will go down at lightning speed. There's some action over here, a knight just roaming around, sniping some single builders here, but fortified walls now, completely protecting these sides, no problem whatsoever. They couldn't tree hop either because that's a double tree there, so scratch that, would have to honor your cut. I don't know what the university is about. Maybe they wanted to go into gunpowder for the champions, but says Jabbersquawky. He's in it for revenge. He's in it for revenge. Or is it here? Un momento. See. Last attack frame, last furnace for the Imperial Cameras. 62 Imperial Cameras. What a comeback for Jabbersquawky after being down to 12 villagers here. 12 villagers. GG it's called. And Hallownest Forge lose the 4th game in this best of 5, we'll have a decided game on our hideout. Is it? Uh-oh, that could be a long one as well. Hideout games tend to get long. But first, let's pitch in the Sibs here in the draft overlay. Spanish victorious, Malians victorious, and what was the last one? What am I missing here? Did we play Mongols? No. Oh, who cares? Indians, of course. I'm getting sleepy. We won, but still 1 game to go, yeah. Lithuanians down, Poles down, and Burgundians down. Okay, so for hideout, we basically have the remaining 3 cities. Chinese, Huns, Byzantines, Saracens, Cubans, Mongols. I actually favor Peach Ice Team cities here, so let's see how this goes. Decider game. No, that's not what I want to click. What I wanted to click was hideout. Alright. Here we go with the last one. And I need to set the teams again here, actually. I know. Best Forge. I think that's it. 1. There we go. 2-2. And AT Legend 14. He actually had to sub in. He was actually staying away from. His elo has climbed quite a bit since the start of the tournament. Yeah, I know, Lin. I know. So, and he actually sat out because his elo has been climbing and is way past the 1250 mark at the conclusion of the tourney, so he wanted to sit out most of the games, but since the set went this long, he actually had to play the last one. He had to play the last one. So 80 Legend 14, that's our new guy. Alright, this is hideout, so I'm definitely going to be fast forwarding a bit here, but just a quick glance at the Sibs here. Fantastic pocket in the Cumans, could go to TC, Feudal Boom, and supply scouts or army if need be, or even rams. I've done that with success with the Goths ally before. Extended feudal age on hideout. Lin with the Saracens will be able to break through walls with archers with ease, because Saracens have bonus damage against buildings. And the Belgian with the Mongols will have access to Mangodai. OP if you get to a huge mass of them, so tough to deal with in a very late game. And as for the other team, Hans Pocket for AT Legend, 20% faster working stables, always useful of course for spamming cavalry from Pocket. Byzantines for Pravhood here, defensive civilization, all buildings more hit points as you scale through the ages. So might gonna play it defensively here and just hold one side and allow the other side to push with Chinese and Huns maybe. We'll see. Can't play and get a snack at the same time. Oh, I drink coffee while playing H-Lane. That's why I love Nomad starts as well. You could drink beer with one hand, or coffee with one hand, or snack with one hand while playing with the other, especially in the start of the game. Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's my drink emote. Actually a picture of 20 years old Akkal stuffing a Guinness glass in the mouth. Yeah, there you go. Feudal Ages are in. Are we going to see any Feudal Age pressure here? Maybe not, because walls are going up here to both sides. Such cowards. Here comes the second Feudal Age PC for Jabberwocky, the only civilization that can do so. Lin is making archers, so scratch that. Lin is going on the aggressive side here. Scouts out from Jabberwocky as well, so 2 TCs and scouts for the Cubans. Double ranges for Chinese as well. With scouts out, skirmishers obviously won't make sense here, but you could still make archers, no problem. 3, 4 on 5 on gold for Zanazor, as Lin moves in with the Teal archers. Oh, still not completing. Takes forever to build that. It's 50% slower or something, the Cuban second TC. So not a maximum advantage of that second TC since it's not even up yet. Why break through here when you could just move around? That's my question. But I guess I want to break through the palisade here and look for some juicy damage on the Xanosaur's side here. In the meantime, we would probably have AT Legend going Castle Age. That's the danger of going extended Feudal Age with the humans, because the other pockets could go Castle Age, pump out some knights, and deal with your scouts and archers nice and easy. Hey, Jabberwocky actually leaves Lin alone here. That's not very nice. That's not very teammate worthy of you. Allows to track some armies on this side, of course, to see if any hunting knights are moving this way. But really, especially now that Lin has broken through, really want those Cuban scouts over here. Send scouts in between, and Lin and Jabberwocky will easily clean up the Chinese archers here that don't even have fletching yet. Lin definitely has it because of the planned aggression. Why? It's open over here, Jabberwocky! Move to the other side! Yeah, always stick together. Saracens archers, they melt buildings, and with the scouts in between here would be a much better fight for Team Peach Ice team. I'll enter the Huns Knights, and AT Legend will clean this up, of course. Castle Age is in for the Byzantines as well. Triple TCs for Crabhood 1 here. And Hallownest Forge already establishing an opportunity to keep up with the humans. 2 TCs here. Granted, we have Belgian in the Castle Age at the Mongols as well, and he really wants those Magi out. He's going to... Yeah, I don't know where his castle goes. It would make sense to have it around here, I think, to protect the gold and stone in the event of a breakthrough from the other team. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, it's the danger of an extended Feudal Age in team games if you have the other pocket just going straight past Castle Age. Easy cleanup for AT Legend here with the first few knights. Also, third town center going up here. And being the Huns, you never need to worry about getting housed until you're actually at your 200 pop cap. So it's so much easier to keep up RP production and boom with the Huns. For that reason. Lin is pulling back, and wisely so. Could use the archers from behind the walls to defend here. I'm offended not to see a market here from the Saracens. That would be quite useful to sell some wood, sell some stone, buy food, go Castle Age, get crossbows. Saracens market costs 100 wood less, so that costs only 75 wood. Alright, so the Huns player is out on the move now. Just going to peek at the Cuban's pocket here, who is still obviously in the Feudal Age, but at 50 villagers. So even with the Huns 3 TCs, the Cubans are still ahead in terms of economy, not in technological progress though. Yeah, with the Saracens market, it's much easier to sustain 3 or even 4 ranges in the Feudal Age if you want to go completely bonkers. I don't know why he's pulling all the way over the other side. Maybe it's just taking care of some scouting for his team here. We'll see what the Mongols player is up to. Scout for some relics. So we're in kind of in passive mode again here now. Knights and archers moving out. Castle Age on the way for Xanosaur. Just a few archers, but I guess it's just joining in just... Wait, there's not a few, there's more here actually. So, if any... pikemen see the usage on the field here, then Xanosaur has the response to that. Also with crossbows, if Lin goes for the mighty Saracens camels here, the crossbows of the Chinese will deal with that. This is the cleanup though, even though the knights will take some serious hits here, having only +1 defense. The breakthrough is real, and now Lin is the one looking at some serious serious raids coming in here. Castle Age only 15 seconds ago now for Xanasaur. It is dangerous to have the archers in here. You never know what's going to be out and about here. And you see the knights and camels of the Cumans just now getting Loom for Jabberwocky. 3rd DC instantly as well. Should have a healthy economy here to produce the cavalry. And actually Xanasaur decides to back off. I think at this point just commit the archers. Get crossbow bodkin and just commit to the forward here. Try to cripple the Saracens as much as possible until the Cumans join in for the fight here. All the sides of this map should be sent to Gulag. That's why we pick Saracens, Dennis, or Ogedai won, so you could just break through them anyway. Oh, defensive siege workshop for Lin here now. Cumans cavalry to the rescue. Do they have the upgrades? +1/+1, whereas the Huns player is mainly in boom mode here with 4 TCs and only 1/1 defense. Ballistics coming in for the Chinese, but this will be cleaned up by the Cumans. I think Jabberwocky is holding off here, pending that will want +2 defense before engaging, maybe. Could also engage against this small group of crossbows over here. Also, people picking Mongol tank on this map, not opening men-at-arms into archers. Yeah, I know you were afraid of that ahead of this matchup, Lin. So, in AT Legends defense, though, I had a look at his match history as well. He was upfront about the elo and actually said he wouldn't play unless he really had to, like this last game. But he's been playing a lot of Arena and Turks, I think, or 1C1 Arena and boosting the elo that way, so it might not necessarily be a 1400 pocket. But Jabberwocky to the rescue here, still. Arena Franks, that's it, Void Walker, that was it, yeah. Well, Franks have potential on Arena, for sure. Well, good engagements from the Cumans here, keeping up that cavalry production, not keeping up the boom anymore because the Huns player has had more consistent villager production and is now at 100 villager. Will probably beat the Cumans handily to the Imperial Age here, or if not, have an easier way of massing and keeping up with the production, given the 20% faster working stables. How many stables for the Cumans? Only 2, I think. Stables are so cheap for Cumans, might as well just pump out more. Second castle for the Belgian at home base here, just massing up this Mangudai and playing it boringly and passively over here. Just walling the sides and wanting to get that death ball going. This up against the defensive like the Byzantines. Byzantines could spam the cheap skirms or something. Stone walls! I guess Voidwalker wanted to see the conclusion. 25 knights now for the humans. Imperial Age for the Byzantines, because Byzantines cheaper. Imperial Age trying to cheaper cost for the Imperial Age for the Byzantines. Four TCs for the Byzantines as well, and look at the Belgian here. He's been mainly on 1 TC. That's the second one here now, but his economy is way behind that of his opponents here. Also the progression. Everyone going the Imperial Age now. Not much army from AT Legend in the pocket, but all the more opportunity to mass it once Imperial Age kicks in with the 4 TC boom and counting. With the food and gold count here. Bloodlines coming in. He actually didn't have the bloodlines before engaging earlier, which was a little bit confusing. Allowing the Cumans to mass up like this, but what does it matter when you have a castle? You have freaking fortified walls, making your own version of arena on hideout here. Such a boring way to play this map. Great Wall of China. You're right, it's Chinese. Great Wall of China. Great Fortified Wall of China. Shouldn't that be against the Mongols, though? Yeah. He doesn't get blown out because he's so used to playing Franks. And Franks got banned. But you know what? If it's going to be passive like this, I'm going to fast forward it again here. I want to see some action. I want to see some action. Humans house walling the edge of the map here, just in case any units magically appear from the other side. And now what? Oh, there's action. Something's happening on both sides. Cavaliers for the Huns. Oh, tell me you're going to exploit that relic in the wall there. Not easy with lots of crossbows here, but you could actually snag that relic and just hop right in. Cumans cavalry on this side, but they need to move to the other side now. Imperial Age on the way, so that should unlock Cavalier, potentially Paladin as well. Jabber's Cocky with a very healthy economy here, and will easily be able to get the upgrades once that age kicks in. But 80 Legend definitely ahead here, pumping out Cavaliers out of the faster working stables, about to catch up with the Cumans' numbers as well. I don't even know why I have that mod over that one. I usually only use small trees and no snow, but sometimes after updates random mods just keep popping in. I need to disable that somehow. Yeah. Lean wants that relic. Oi, big push here. Lin is in trouble. Cumans waiting for the upgrades. Cavalier still 30 seconds away. Lin with the house wall though, but here comes the forward castle from 80 Legend with the Huns here. With forward castle you could also research. I mean, they still have castles. Could go Tarkans here already actually. Paladin is in for the Huns here. Says something on the boom potential. Downside here, Byzantines with skirmishes, but why not? It's 1 versus 1 on this side, and the Mangudai are all on their own here. No help to be had from the Cumans here, so no light cab, Cavalier, Paladin, or anything to snipe the skirmishes here. And Prabhood here has added the Hussars and the Camels and everything as well. Going to focus down castles and render the Mongols' death ball useless here. Yeah, that's the power of the faster working Hun stables, isn't it? To get Paladin sooner as well, so... Yeah, not much choice for the Cumans here. 31 Cavaliers against 42 Huns Paladins. They are faster though, because in the Imperial Age, Cumans cavalry move 15% faster, so that's the advantage here. You can dodge the fights against the Hunnic Paladins here. Castle stays unbuilt. Where's the builder? It's not going to be a one-builder castle. No, don't tell me. No. That's just disrespect. Yeah, I mean, if you're rolling up like this with the Mongols, you're safe to boom. Just place a layer of stone walls and you could go 4 or 5 DCs with the Mongols and just then get to the economy required for the Mangudai. Otherwise you need to get the Mangudai out soon and castle drop forward or defensively and harass, but... Yeah, I could have done more earlier on, of course. Disrespect. Also, Mongols can house wall and simply take nomads. You mean to delete the houses once you have your death wall ready? Okay, now we have more villagers to complete this castle. Nice. Lin, however, will need to flee here. Has done so already, in fact. Rebooming over here. Guess Saracen's camel wouldn't be the worst idea here now, if you can deal with the crossbows of the Chinese. About to get Arbalest, in fact. Oh, all by myself. There he is. He's ready to prepare trade for the glory of his empire. Screw it, guys, I'm going home. Ooh, big paladin matchup here. Cubans with twice the numbers. Lean could actually delete the walls here, and then we'd actually pick off quite a few of the Hunt's paladins here. I'm not sure how much of a difference it would make in the long run. We're going to keep an eye on the northernmost guy, though. Another castle for Belgian here. Castle wall almost. He'll need to... Nope. Hussars will get in. Byzantine Hussars. I'm here to reboot. Arbalest is in for the Chinese, but as illogical as it is, Chinese don't get chemistry, so they are lacking some damage potential in the late game as opposed to other archery civilizations. Here comes the blast furnace for the Mongols. It's for the Hussars, I guess. Mangutine, non-elite here. Castle about to go down here. Not the greatest news for the Belgian, having to mass lots of armies and tech upgrades without really having the massive economy to justify it. 240 villagers to 375. This is rough. It's very, very good pocket play from Jabberwocky here in terms of army production of 66 paladins, outmassing the Huns here, even though AT Legend has a good production queue going, but not enough. Siege rams as well for the Byzantines. That shouldn't matter too much with the Mangudai, though. Belgium really needs elite Mangudai here. Then he'll easily deal with the siege push and everything. And he just doesn't have the eco for it. Topside palisades because humans can't stonewall. Oi, 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 oi. And the markets. Oi, oi, oi. That's some next level to be calling here, but I think they'll break through here. A wise man once said there's always a hole. Hey, you could use those for trade. It's not a bad investment. Oh, oh. Look at this guy enjoying the countryside life. With his almost perfectly placed farm. It's just one tile apart. He doesn't know there's a big war going on. He fled before that happened. Before his country got abandoned. Or invaded, rather. See, kids, this is what Age of Empires 4 looks like. Just spam knights and win the game. Not really, but it used to be a thing in Age of Empires 2 as well. This late game made no sense. Nah, it doesn't really. When you look at the stats here, it's a reverse of the African clearing game. It's just going on longer than you'd think it should. Oh, it's the great migration here, but Jabberwocky migration into GG. Being raided to death here, and that ends the 5th and deciding game. Hallownest Forge subbing in their strongest player to take the GG. And Belgium not ready for the GG yet. Wants to lose the ball of Mangodai first. Classic. 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 That time my friend ordered some Japanese food so I could get some dinner when I get home. Yeah. Oh. Look at the banter here. Oh. Well, Jabber doesn't want to give in here. He still has 43 paladins, but has no choice. Actually made more paladins than 80 legend in the end here. Let's see. The whole set took 4 hours, 30 minutes. That's crazy. That's crazy. So long games here. Quality set. Quality set. 80 Legend and Jabberwocky both with very positive KDs here, so they were very playing the mobility nicely if you look at the stats that way. Lin took a beating from the early game on, but still good pocket performance from Jabberwocky to keep up with 80 Legend here, and if not for the very defensive approach of the Belgium, which is not how you necessarily should play Mongols if you want to go to Mangadai, then things could be different. A bit too passive on both sides. I'm glad I got around to casting it, even though I had to fast forward a bit because I need to get up so early. some girlfriend was complaining. Yeah. Oh, I can see why. Long games. Long games. Well, they even have some trade running. I didn't catch that. Alright, let's finish the cast off with a look at the APM sets. I'm glad you had fun. That's the most important thing. Lots of maps in this tournament, but that was the idea as well. Even though some maps didn't see play, so I need to revise that for a different tournament to actually show some of the more unfamiliar maps as well. But this concludes it. So I will need to get some sleep soon, actually. Getting up too early tomorrow. But thanks for watching. Hope to see you around for the final cast, and whenever that happens, they are scheduling as far as I know. I might pick up on that next week or something, whenever I'm able to. So that's it. Thanks for sticking around for the whole cast, guys. Lin and Voidwalker were here for most of the time. So, see ya. Bye-bye.